Why is my face wet?
Crying, stupid.
Why?
Because you're sad. Because it hurts.
Is that what this feeling is? It hurts.
Yeah.
It aches.
Does he cry rocks? This is a genuine question.
That's the emotional weight.
Welcome along to episode
Indeed.
4 of Return of the Cassiopeia.
Hello.
Our DM today
Hello,
is Kira
everyone.
Hellrose, who you can follow on Twitch here. Oh, it's already shouted out in chat. Scroll up 2 lines.
Yep.
He's there.
I done it.
And without anything further ado, we hand over to him.
Hello. Great. How's everybody doing today? The last few episodes have been chaotic. But today I think you guys have earned a reprieve. It is the aforementioned shopping episode and the exploration episode. So we will start with our introductions, as always. I come first to James because he's the first on my screen.
Hi, I'm Eleanor or James. If you don't know me, I don't know how you got here. And my character that I am playing is Yeva Adellan. Yeva Adellan is a pacifist preservation cleric, which is a homebrew subclass.
Nice. We come next to the one, the only, the Disney princess, Josh Zilla.
Hello. Hi, I'm Josh. I'll be playing Rokan Debris, who is a demigod trapped in a human body. Unfortunately, for him.
And who may have a future in politics. Who knows? We'll see. We have the mother figure of the group, the one with the mallet, who knows not how to use it, but we'll learn to in time. We come to Lavi.
Hello, I'm Lavi. I'm playing Elovia Blightfrightener Valu Nananti. She is a warlock.
Next, we come to. He's not a metal menace. He is sort of like, how do we quantify what Bastion is? Perhaps a metal Gandhi, maybe? I'm not sure. Spartan?
No.
Not yet. We'll get
Gandhi.
there. But we come to Miyago.
I'm playing Bastion. Bastion is a warforged battlesmith artificer, along with Phalanx, his steel defender, which looks like a little mechanical triceratops, and he is trying to help the warforged of his world.
Nice. You know what? You are the warforged equivalent of Russell Crowe. He's literally Maximus Brilliant Sports.
Well known for his smithing skills.
We come last to the middle child of the group, the troublemaker, Slicer.
Hi, I'm playing Zelcher today, and I am currently not on the run yet with the law, playing Gunslinger Fighter.
Nice. So, we picked up where we left off last time, where you guys had gone through the temples of the Warforged. As you know, it's the Temple of Warforged. You guys ended up meeting Brilliance, going on a long car ride and back into Rivermore, finally making your way into the city. Thank the gods above. When you made it to Riverworth, you went to Viviana's agency, the Unsung Detective Agency, where she found a letter from Jethro, and you guys ended up meeting you and Turslin, and making your way there. Some of you ended up having a debate with you and Turslin about philosophical matters. And I know my intro here was a little short, but I really just want to get into it. So after everything that happened, and you ended up meeting you and Turslin, you guys got paid out, you got your money, you guys are flushed with cash currently. You guys were not only given tickets to a show that's supposed to happen 2 nights from now, you guys were also given a free meal at the Elegant Bowl, which you guys are currently on the way to. Currently, as it's about early morning currently, as you guys are in you and Turslin's personal limousine, as he's driving, as the Warforged chauffeur is driving you through the city down the Gilded Avenue. As you are driving, you can see people on the outside in different assortment of colors and outfits of what you could tell. Most of you could tell this affluent nature. Most of the people here are rich and they just live the high life. And as you pass by, they try to look into the tinted windows just to get a little peek and see what's going on. And some of them just bow out of respect, immediately noticing that it is you and Turstan's car, his limousine. And as you drive through, you watch as the Warforged, your chauffeur, turns the car slowly and brings into this nice cobblestone courtyard where he pulls up to an establishment called the Elegant Bowl. You see it's like a small little winding cobble path. It leads to it's a restaurant with large windows that completely encompasses the circumference of the building. So sitting in there, you can, as soon as you come out, you can actually see people all sitting in there in different booths and tables. And as you guys finally come to a stop, the door opens and the Warforged bows. This is your stop. Please enjoy dinner. Enjoy breakfast. It's a brunch.
Thank you.
No problem.
Pretty cool place.
Yes, it is the best.
Wonder if they got anything.
They should.
Nice.
Yeah, Sebastian will pop out with Phalanx.
I'm gonna get out of the car as well.
Okay, great. As you all are getting out, as you all going to pile out the car raises as Bastion gets out. And Elovia, are you getting out, or are you just staying in front of the
Yeah.
Okay, as you step out, it raises up again. And Yeva, are you stepping out? Okay. You're muted currently.
Yeah.
As you go to get out, you kind of have to bend down and kind of turtle shell your way out with the huge tower shield in your back, but you manage it. And as the door closes, the chauffeur gets in. As the car slowly begins to pull off. And from there, there's a small little jaunt of steps that's flanked by these golden railings. This is the beautiful metalwork in between the railings look like vines and trees and the leaves themselves. And it leads up to these nice, larger, double stained glass doors. And you can see the sign itself says the Elegant Bowl, but you see it kind of leads to a bowl it's kind of a water basin that's tipped, and it forms a waterfall that goes straight down the front of it. As you guys open the door, you're immediately met by the host. As you come in, you see he's a thinner man. He's a half elven man. He has a nice little goatee mustache combination. His hair is pulled back into a ponytail, but he's also wearing like a little bit of he's wearing a regular suit and tie as you come in. Oh, I see. Wait a second. He looks you all over. Oh, you are your Turstan's guests. We have a table for you already set. And as he turns, he extends his arm. As you see that you guys have a table that's a little bit to the other side of the restaurant that it has its own little booth with these nice plush leather, crimson colored seats and nice polished wood accents. And he sees you turn, and he begins to lead you all to the seat. In here, you can see as you come in, you can all see that the people that are currently sitting there all immediately stop eating and turn to look at these new guests. Damn new car. Looking at the new guests.
That's just the limo driving away.
Yeah, it's just the limo driving away. But yeah, they turn to look at you as you all walk to your seats. And as you're walking, the host just you see he turns around and those everyone give me a perception check real quick.
My D&D Beyond keeps crashing on my character. It's driving me nuts.
Ooh, 4.
Oh, nice.
First nat one of the day.
Nice.
That's the second.
Okay. Yeva with a 19. Okay. As you're walking,
Yeva's currently wondering why his entire group is blind.
Everyone, it's too early in the morning. Everyone is other than you, Yeva. You are currently the most awake, as always. You only need 4 hours. And as you're walking behind the host, you can see on the back, you see like a little jagged scar that kind of goes up his back to look around his neck. And as you kind of pay attention to it, it's like he kind of notices. He kind of like fixes his collar slightly, and he turns over, looks over his shoulder. You hear, "Pay them no mind. They're ignorant. They don't know any better." And as he takes you all to the seats, he all sits you down. As he puts his hand on the table, as you all like kind of climb into the booth, and you see that you guys have your own little personal window. And as he sits and you watch as he puts his hands together, he mutters something and then opens his hands. And as he does, you see that the windows that you guys that's currently to your side begins to change. So, is there a type of environment you would like to dine in?
I want snow.
Easy. And you watch as does another he does another like hand motion as the background changes to snow. Familiar.
Impressive.
Exquisite choice, Silovia.
Thank you.
Always been fascinated by the plants that can grow in the snow.
Let you enjoy. Can I possibly take your order, or do you want to take some time before I come back?
Perhaps drinks?
What will you have? Yes.
What do you have?
You watch as he waves his hand again, and before you see like these it's like wisps of smoke as you begin to see the menus pop up ahead you before you.
Yes, it's just the drinks menu that I don't believe we have any access to. But coffee sounds good.
Yeah, whatever you can think of, they'll have.
Coffee
That's the reason why I didn't
sounds
put that.
really good.
Okay, easy.
Bastion's gonna put his hand on the window that now looks like snow and Akavit, if you would.
Understandable.
Water is fine.
Water. You, sir? And he looks towards Slicer.
Give me Irish coffee and a whole cup of sugar.
Weird, but sure,
Man.
no problem. And you, sir? Young man?
Can I have water and this cloister thing?
We will order the food in a moment, unless... Are you all ready to order?
Cloister for me.
Very well.
Understandable. Today I will be your personal waiter.
Excellent.
My name is Mikhail.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Mikhail. I'll take the petrification.
Great choice.
Give me the layers of abyss. It sounds like home.
No problem. As he sits there and he's been to write all of it down.
This is being paid for, right? Out of
Yes.
character question.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Alovia will take the most expensive item once more.
I hope it's to your taste.
Is the Sea Hulk available at this time of day?
We can make an exception.
In that case, perhaps... I will take the... There's nothing vegetarian here, is there? No.
No.
Okay, I'll stick to the petrification.
Okay. That is all.
Oh, give me extra peppers.
No problem. And he watches he turns and begins to walk off and heads like you can only assume it's back to the kitchen. And I give the day to you currently.
Alovia, this snow, it reminds you of home?
Yes. I've always found snow quite calming.
Beautiful.
I've never been to a place like this, but I suppose traveling around, you get to see different places like this. But this is truly astounding.
It is new for me as well.
You see, at home, we just eat on the floor. Not off of the floor, just we sit on the floor.
I understood that.
I spent some time in mountains. It was a mixed bag.
in Warforged? I suppose not, but I'm just going to ask this anyway, since sea creatures seem to be full of surprises. Can Warforged get frostbite?
Some of our wooden components can be damaged if we are in a cold enough environment long enough, but not frostbite like a biological can.
As you're all talking, he comes back quickly with the drinks for you all. He begins to pass them out to everybody. Your food will be done shortly. Turns and heads back.
Perhaps the time has come for me to introduce you to something a little different. And I will reach into my pouch, which extends into my office back home. And I will pull forth a plant in a pot. I know this might seem a strange introduction, but this is the Canesthesia plant, the last living Canesthesia plant from the old world. And at this point I'll I'm kind of crooning over it, but it's just a plant. It has small white leaves. This plant survived a bombing, or an explosion, and is the only one of its kind. I find it very interesting. I've moved now onwards to preserving life, not plants, but I find it very interesting what can survive through hardship. And that is the only introduction you will ever get to the Canesthesia, and the only time Ye will ever talk about his plant, and he's done with it. But it was important to make mention of, and I shall slip it back into the pouch.
Oh, well, okay.
No wise decision.
But yeah, it's important to him.
Do you,
No?
I'm just so baffled. Like, was there any other reason?
Yeah, it'll come into play later on, but it's basically just a history of it's just a plant. It does nothing special.
We're gonna redo the peyote scene from Young Guns with that plant.
I mean, you have seen it. It's been displayed.
No, as in, like, I want you to pass it to me.
Show and tell.
I would like to reach for my gun.
I
Make a sleight of hand check, Zelcha.
I can't, and I will put it back away. I can't share it. It's too. I've looked after this plant for 110 years. 150 years since the war, isn't it? 150 years.
Will it live in the dark forever?
It's not in the dark.
You only show it to yourself. You don't let other people
Oh, in that manner.
experience it.
Be gentle. Honestly, Ye will leave the campaign. He'll be done.
Do anything to it.
I don't know, like Cole would have blown it up.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
Dude,
Bring it back. Bring it back.
Okay, he will pass it very gently across the table, and yeah, as I said, it's sort of a white-leafed plant that would survive in snow. That is the reason for the moment.
I will take it in my hands and gently stroke the leaves.
You're under the effects of calm emotions.
Great.
Yeah, I don't know what that's going to do.
It's calm anyways. Yeah, I'm going to stroke its leaves. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Back to you.
I have a question. Why are we looking at plants at the middle of a breakfast table?
I don't know. Why are you reaching for your gun?
My what?
Zeltran, it's... Okay, you've got to understand it is both a metaphor and it is a thing of beauty. Firstly, it is a metaphor for struggling through hardship. We've all been through hardship, and how we blossom is a beautiful thing. But also, it is beautiful in itself, is it not?
Well, I ain't much of a flower boy, for one, and two, we're all going to eventually end up one way or another. Do you really like that plant?
I do.
I'd best take care of it before something happens to it.
At that point, pocket, pouch, through, putting it back in the sunlight.
Zeltran, make a perception check, please.
Passive perception, let's go.
Ooh.
You've seen nothing.
Well, it's not really for that. You just hear like faintly, Zeltrin, like in your ear. You know, you're kind of right though. This guy's kind of full of shit.
What?
Oh, Viviana. I assume. Yes?
I mean, you turn to the left.
Yeah.
There's nothing there. And as you sit there, you watch as the guy comes back with all the food as he begins to put down the plates and pass them around for everybody. Yeva, the Sea Hulk, is exactly what it is.
Oh, that was the Lovia's. Sorry. That's
I'm
what
sorry,
I
the
was-
Lovia Sea Hulk.
Yeah,
I'm
she wanted
sorry.
the most expensive thing on the menu. Yeva's
Oh yeah, you
vegetarian.
got the Sea Hulk. Oh yeah, you got the petrification.
Yeah.
As he slides over to you, yeah, Lovia, the Sea Hulk itself. You see, it's this large Dungeness crab.
Oh hell yeah!
And inside, however, it's done with the shell, and inside, or it's just like a smorgasbord of crab meat and all types of food, and you see like the legs themselves like kind of curled in, and this bright red, and the smell of crab just wafts into your nostrils. Blah, 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 blah. And someone had the cloister, right? I believe you had the cloister. Yes. You get the you get this this waffle. It's like drizzled in syrup, but it's like the bacon itself forms a little tower at the top, and then it's like a little bit of like egg that kind of runs along the side of it. It's gonna be an interesting way to eat it. I would love to see how you eat that. really for show and tell. And Zelchin, you got the Over the Hills, right?
I got the Abyssal.
The Abyssal. All right. Wait, the Abyssal. Hold on, what?
The-
Laser-
the-
The Layers of the Abyss.
Right.
Layers of the Abyss. Okay, you confused me
My
there. Yeah, it's literally like this nice fluffy egg, and you can see it's but like they decided to leave the wings to the side of it, and it's kind of like cupping the omelet. But you can see is like it's also dabbed in there with like a whole bunch of like nice roasted chicken meat, as well as like cheddar cheese, and it's definitely going to be delicious. And I'll tell you this early: as you guys eat, you guys will receive a temporary +2 to your stats.
Wow.
Does it cap at 20?
If you're at 20, you gotta. I'm sorry, yeah. I can't get. Sorry, if you're at 20, yeah.
It's time to fight something. Yeva's looking busted as hell.
It'll last for the day.
Actually, I'm gonna do something for that. I have 2 seconds.
So as he passes all the food, he's like, I hope everything's satisfactory. So I'm not only am I your waiter, I'm also here to answer any questions you may have. I know that you all are new here. And I know the city quite well. So if you have any questions.
Rokan's gonna take. We've got knives and forks, right?
Yes.
So. Okay, so knife and fork, right?
Uh-huh.
So he's gonna put them under the waffle and try and balance it, and then just go and try and fit as much in his mouth as he can without dropping them.
Give me a dex check.
That's a 9.
So he's also going to make a dexterity saving throw for himself. He's going to make something. Okay, not bad. So as you go to lift it up, you don't even make it to your mouth as it begins to drop, and as it begins to fall, you see this like the spectral hand just comes up and like kind of catches it and like kind of slots it back down on the plate. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name. I believe it's Mr. Debris. Yes.
Yeah, my name's Rokan. Rokan Debris. He's gonna start giggling and snorting and
Yes. Hilarious. It's very funny. Perhaps you should try taking pieces first, like this. And he like begins to cut it.
Oh,
You may try again, but
is that what you use this for?
yes. How was that for you? Oh, he's
You
proud.
Out of character, I used to watch my baby cousins, and I would need to like cut up their food into small pieces for them whenever I fed them. So giving me flashbacks.
Just happened.
So, if no one has any questions, then I will return to my duties.
Oh, just out of curiosity, this window, could you make it so that it's underwater?
Easy. You just like kind of like when it flourishes his hand as he does so, you watch it turns to underwater. You get to see all the nice like underwater aquatic life. He's taking you to like the lower depths. You see like anglerfish. You see if you're looking, give me a perception check.
It's a 15.
15. In the back, far off in the back, you swear you see the shadow of a dragon turtle.
Is this like a actual depiction of what's going on someplace in the world? I'm gonna ask this to the dude.
It's not an accurate depiction. No, it's more something I thought would be fun.
It's very cool.
I'm glad you like it. Thank you. I'm here to please. Is that everything?
So, where's fun to go?
Well, you're in Riverworth, sir. Everything is fun. Just don't probe too deeply. Depends on what type of fun you're looking for. There's always a show. There's a Luna Theater. There's a gallery.
And how everyone looks the same around here. They're all
Looks
dressed the same.
Well, depends on where you've gone. If you go, well, you head to Midtown, you'll see workers, dock workers, you'll see all types of patrons, people. You see some affluent people, you see some people who just have fallen on tough times. I'm sure. Just give it some time. You'll see more.
How come they're not here?
That's a tough one. Some people aren't as fortunate.
What do you mean?
Oh. Take you, for instance. You've just come into town and you immediately met you and Turslin. Some people lived here and never met him a day in their life.
But why aren't the working people here?
People have to make money. You have to live.
Then people here don't work?
People here have made, let's say, better investments. So, some are owners of businesses, some own land, some own companies.
Then why don't they help the workers?
You know what? And that's a good question. Yes.
That's something I don't quite understand myself. In my village, everybody helps everyone.
The city's a little different. Hierarchies. Sometimes you come here and you see like his demeanor of being so professional is kind of falling a little bit. And he kind of like, you see his face like slightly darken a little bit as he just starts to look around, and you see his eyes kind of go into that 1,000-yard stare.
Rakan, perhaps this is something to discuss at a later date.
Okay. And then he's just gonna neck his water.
As you say, they kind of like snaps back up. Oh, do you want more? I can refill your cup.
No, that's okay.
Okay. Does anybody else want anything else?
Oh, something else? This food was so filling and so tasty. Thank you so much. Just
No,
one
thank you.
request.
Yes.
This wall of yours, this view of yours.
Yes.
Can we have a summer's day in a garden?
If you're done with the If you're done with the underwater scene,
If
sure.
my companions don't mind.
Oh no, I was just completely curious if it was even possible.
I thought so, that's why I asked.
Your wish is my command. And you watch as he flourishes again, and now it's just a nice sunny plain. You see the wind rolling through the grass. You can see the butterflies flying around. And you just hear the wind blowing through the plains. Or far off in the back, you can see mountains shadowed, and it's like in the horizon.
Thank
Well, you're welcome. Anything else, let me know. Return to his post.
Ava,
you. Yes.
we know that you're incredibly old, but we haven't heard much about your origins, you know, back when you were not so old.
As a child, I grew up in the place which name I can never remember. And I will go and find out for you. Oh, why have I got no mouse? Come on, get on, mouse. Nilna Alari. I was born nearby, Nilna Alari. A simple elven home. We worshipped the forest. We danced under the stars. After a while, I began to study at Nilna Alari as a scholar. A scholar of magic, a scholar of logic, and a scholar of nature. And over time, the world began to develop and develop fast. Even before the war, mages were something to behold. Powerhouses. Landscapes changed at a click of her fingers. Fights broke out and were devastating to thousands, not just the people involved. Governments were not governments, but instead were anarchies of their own, led by the mad, the powerful, the sadistic, and the noble. And we were hidden away at Nilna Alari. I didn't explore much of the world. I instead lived a world of books for many years. I lived among companions of like mind, and it was peaceful and it was pleasant, but looking back, it was also an incredible waste of time. I didn't really start living until the war began. I went out with my mentor into the devastation. My mentor Valus was consumed in one of these devastations. In fact, he was crouched over this very plant that I showed you. It is the only plant that survived that explosion and the only place where the canesthesia plant grew. But he died for a plant. And beautiful as that plant is, I began to realize that life is more than preservations of the old world, and cuttings of plants and samples of old books. And I set out to training. At Nilna Alari we have a more martial order, occasionally, and the priests there taught me to protect. I returned back to my god, to Ogma, sorry. Total rubbish, playing two different clerics in two different games, my apologies. I turned back to Ogma and asked if there was more. If there was more than knowledge. If there was the knowledge of how to protect, of how to keep people safe, of how to preserve life. I preached the old gods and began to travel and have been travelling since. I followed the words of a wise priest. God, what's his name? The Aarakocra, whose name I can never remember.
James, we talked about this.
Come on.
I'll make notes.
I've got the notes, I just don't have the notes on the same screen as the backstory, you know?
His name is Ariark.
Ariak, there we go, yes. I follow the ways of Ariak as well as the ways of Ogma. He was a wise man, he healed both sides of the battle as he preached, and I was inspired. Inspired to try and do the same. To less effect, of course.
Intriguing.
Zelchin, as you sit there and listen to Yeva drone on and on and on, you simply sit there at the beginning to tip your glass over as you just kind of tip it slightly, you wait for the water to kind of tip out. And you just hear slightly, hey, what's to your left? And as you do that, take a look to your left. You see this woman, snooty looking, hair is kind of like tied up. She has like a little hat at the top, but it's not really fitting right. But her clothes are kind of fitting, but you see they've been taken a few times. She hasn't let go, and as she's passing, you see in her pocket something glittering. You look over to the right, and you see that Yeva and Olovia are currently still engaged in conversation, and Rakan is still not struggling with his food, but kind of playing with the bacon, like making little airplane sounds. And Bastion is, well, being Bastion. And as you kind of lean over to the left slightly, you quickly in the pocket and out. And you slide in your pocket and you hear for a second, "Not bad, kid. Not bad." Currently, the time has passed. It's reaching like around about the afternoon. You've been here for like about an hour or so now. What are you doing, my party?
Does anyone know if there's a bookstore around?
The Dusty Bookshelf, I believe it was called.
Midtown Library as
We're
well
also
was
going
mentioned.
to head to the library, if that is okay. I would like to visit the library.
Okay, good.
Sorry, out of context. Kira, the shopping that we have already done, would you like us to visit individual shops to make said purchases, or shall we just say, we go shopping? And bypass that is up to you completely.
Sure. No, truthfully, I think it's up to you guys. I don't mind playing each character. I don't mind doing that. Or if you guys want to kind of, expediency, that's also fine. Up to you.
I'd quite like to visit the stores personally, but I don't particularly want to spend the time purchasing the items. I just like to see the people.
That's fine. That's fine.
See more of your world.
We can see that we can say that the items have, when we get there, the items will already be purchased, and you're just doing what you're going. Because this is currently your downtime activity. So whatever you guys want to do, you can do.
Yeah, we should at least hit like Bent Iron and some of the ones we bought a lot of stuff from. Faded Beacon, Fading Beacon, and Bent Iron. We got a lot from. Little from the
I think I
Everburning
bought
Apothecary.
25 items from Goldbrain Avenue, so that might be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I just like honestly, Kira, I just want to explore your world. So if we
Explore
can visit the stores,
wherever
that'd be
you're
lovely. Yeah,
Tell me where you're going.
Where is the closest store if we're heading out on foot?
If you head out on foot, the first thing you're going to hit is the.
We'll pay the bill, but we don't need to pay the bill, do we?
You don't need to pay the bill. It's taken care of.
We'll visit again again.
The first one that's going to be on the way is. Did you guys get anything from Serenity's Mirror or no?
Serenity's Mirror was the clothing store, correct?
That's the antique shop.
Oh.
I do need a pearl.
Yes.
Okay.
From Serenity's Mirror.
Oh, and
Okay.
Is that where it sold the plate mail? No.
It's got a half plate. No.
No,
That's
not from
Bent
there.
Iron. Bent Iron has the plate.
Yeah. So as you guys begin to leave, Mikhail says nothing but bows as you guys all leave and exit the Elegant Bowl. As you're walking out, you are passed by this half-orc woman. Her hair is like pulled back but slightly shaved on the side. It's shaved on the side. Her eyes like this bright red, and she's like really well built. But you can see that she's wearing an apron on that's kind of stained, and she has like canvas pants and knee-high boots, and she just has her chef knife that's like sheathed on the side. And you can see that her ears themselves they're pierced in this helix, in a helix pattern. As she walks by, so you guys just came out of the Elegant Bowl?
Aye.
Oh, well, I have nothing to say. I just want to say thank you. This is my establishment. I'm Hayden.
It was excellent.
I'm glad you
Incredible.
enjoyed it. Good. I'm glad those guys didn't fuck anything up. I gave them my recipes. You just can't trust anybody with your recipes.
It's the decoration, the decor there is quite something.
Yeah, I kind of got lucky, but as long as I get to cook, right? Well,
We might just turn into regulars.
oh, well, I hope you all do. And then maybe next time I'll cook for you.
That'd be
Let's do.
wonderful.
Your chicken was great, but I want to see how well you can make it.
It's my recipe. It'll knock your socks off. But she She just waves and says, "Catch y'all later." And she heads in. You can hear it. You can hear her voice just boom. Mikhail, what's the fuck? What's fuck's going on? And but you guys continue going down the district of Gilding. Here is just nice cobbled floor, and you can see that the people are still staring at you. Some are taking a wide berth from walking their dogs and whatever the hell else. But you walk through accosted as the guards step to the side. They already know who you are now. And with this, you guys actually have access to the district of Gilding if you need it. And as you walk through, the gates open, and quickly you see that this red cobbled flooring turns from that nicely clean cobble to more like a paved, regular paved black asphalt road. And as you come around, going down the street past some of the streets, you can see a largish shop. And you can see the most thing that catches you immediately is this large, the large sign of a mirror, an actual mirror polished to shine. And it's surrounded in gold, painted gold. And the building itself is this nice red brick building with 2 large windows, and inside you can see shelves upon shelves of things that are displayed. That are you can immediately see in there that they're all antiques that have been refurbished and restored to what they're original. And as you walk in, the bell rings as you see this older gentleman, gray hair, comb over. He's trying to hide his bald spot, but you can see that he has like a pencil thin mustache, and but he has perfect posture, and he glides around. Why, hello, welcome to the Serenity's Mirror. How might I be of assistance to all of you?
We need a pearl.
A pearl?
Suitable for arcanotech analysis.
Oh, easily done. He watches and you, sir, you said something?
Just intrigued by your work here. Does everything here serve a purpose? Or is
These
some
are
of it just
antiques.
art?
Well, antiques are definitely art. These are some pieces that have been found over time that I've managed to procure and then restored. Some are old arcane things. Some have belonged to some famous figures in history. Like this over here. As he watches, he begins to walk, and as he walks, he just has like a nice glide across. And he brings you to this display case, and you see like this. It's a rusted like Arcanatech. It's a tool. He said this here was one of Isabel's first ever creations.
Do you have anything older? Pre-war.
Older? Huh. Pre-war. Make a persuasion check.
It's just sometimes I've been referred to as a bit of an antique myself, and I'd like to see some things that lead me back to the older days. And I'll make a 14 persuasion check. It's the best I can pull off.
Well, I guess if you are also an antique aficionado, first, show me something that I would like, and then I will show you something that you would definitely like.
Actually,
Go on.
I'm listening into this conversation, right? Or is this like
No, you
okay?
you
All right. I have something that might interest you, but I would like it back. And she's going to hand him her journal. It's a very nice leather-bound journal, and when you open it, it's you notice that in her handwriting, she's written down some things, and then a response comes back. Whoever's responding her speaks of a world that's even older than old world. She doesn't know who this guy is, but she knows he's ancient. But yeah, she's gonna show him, and then all the stories of the old ancient world that he's told her.
Okay.
Oh, that's fascinating.
As you hand the journal over, he begins to look look over it. He's going to make 2 checks. He's going to make an insight check. And he's going to make an arcana check.
While he's doing all that, sneak off real quick.
Make a stealth check. As he begins to look over, oh, this is definitely. Oh my! You see, he's actually kind of shaking slightly as he just. Oh, you watch as he kind of like struggles to get inside of his jacket, and he puts on his glasses and fixes them slightly, and he's just. Oh, I've never seen anything like this. And he just kind of slides it back over to you. Hey, this is. My lady, and he watches. He kind of strings up. He grabs your hand and holds it up to him. You have done me a great service this day. Sure, I will show you something most special. And he walks into the back. You hear him kind of rustling around.
Just gonna look over to Gava and say, "You're welcome."
Well, truly, I will thank you when you let me have a pull through that thing. That looks fascinating. But thank you.
And as you heard him for a second, it takes him a little bit before he comes back. You see, he comes back with this thin box. It's made of this nice cherry wood, and it has a glass. It has a glass display case on the front of it, and as he sets it down, you can feel the arcane power off of it immediately. And as you put there, you begin to feel it radiate. This is one of the original pages from Cesar Bowman's grimoire.
Oh.
Fortunately, we cannot read it as it is, but...
You cannot read it, you say?
No.
Why is that?
I cannot read it. The time. And I'm still trying to understand what happened. Something has... You know about Cesar Bowman.
Yeah.
I'm sure you do. She had disappeared strangely after she had become the leader of the cloister. And something was done to her grimoire. A lot of its secrets is hidden.
Some kind of code? Some kind of magic illusory script? Do you know?
Perhaps. Quite frankly, as an antique collector, I just the arcane imprint is enough to show that this is an actual genuine article of Cesar Bowman.
May I take a look without touching?
By all means, you've done me a great service this day, please.
What do I see?
You see nothing. Give me an Arcana check.
It's a 19.
18. As you're looking at it, your eyes flash over as you just begin to fall into like a little bit of a haze as you begin to go into that beautiful mind section. And you begin to realize, okay, there is one enchantment on this. It's not on the page, but it's on the box itself. This is for temperature control and to preserve it. Looking at the page itself, there is a base of illusory script here, but it's like to a higher degree.
Yeah.
It's not easy to get rid of.
Oh, tell him it's disguised by magic, the work on the page, but powerful magic. Truly something incredible. Thank you.
Yes. No problem. Anytime.
Visiting you again. Are you do you frequent the library? Sorry, I missed his name. What was his name?
He didn't tell you his name. He's about to give you his name. And she says, your name, I believe I know who you are. He's going to make an insight check.
I shall make a famous check. Not 20, easy. No, I'm kidding. Carry on.
I do frequent the library. You look... Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I'm Bentley Pearson.
Bentley Pearson, I'm Yaver Adelin. Pleasure to meet you.
Yaver Adelin. I'll remember the name. And your name, miss, for what you've done today.
Ilovia.
Ilovia. I will definitely remember those names. Yes?
Sorry, outside of character, what was that insight check that he made on the journal for?
He was trying to ascertain, first of all, if it was like genuine.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was
that's pretty much it. If it was genuine,
You frequent the library, you say, Bentley?
I do. I'm always looking for new ways to find, for new antiques to search for.
Is it the best source of books in the town that you know of?
It's one of the best sources. Yes. Well, it's the. Actually, I'll change my wording. It's one of the more accessible sources.
Hmm.
There is the Athenium, but that's only for those that are on the campus.
Tastelin Athenium?
Yes. Tierslin has opened his own institute here. Many people can go and study and learn. And they're always looking for new students. Almost the world is your oyster there as well. If you want to learn something new.
Yes. We're looking into history, I guess you could say. The creation and development of the Warforged, in fact. For our friend here. I should gesture to Bastion.
And he looks toward Bastion and he's just... You see Bastion, I'm not sure if you feel uncomfortable or not as he looks you over. Because you're basically an antique. And he's just... and he walks up to Bastion. Might I touch?
You may.
And he begins to like run his hand over your body and just
Flex your biceps.
and before I forget, Zeltrin, what was your stealth check?
26.
You are
Fuck
gone.
me.
Ghost, a ghost in the night. You are gone.
He's stealing stuff from down the road.
You are gone like a ghost in the night. Yes.
I'm gonna hand the journal over to Yeva, actually. I'm just gonna say, when you have the time, I think I might need help with this. I think you'll find it quite intriguing.
I'm sure I will. I'll see what I can glean for you.
But you watch as he pulls back. He's like, "I'm sorry, you did come here asking for something." And he walks behind his counter, pulls up a little wooden box and flips open and show you the pearl.
Excellent.
What will this do?
I know. As long as he thinks it'll fulfill the requirements for the spell component that he needs, he doesn't care if it's pretty. So he's just...
Well then, yes, there you go. Might I help you with anything else?
That is all I needed. Anyone else?
Oh, thank you so much for your time.
Have a beautiful day.
You too.
Waves away. You guys turn around and see that Zeltrin is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Zeltrin, where are you going?
I'm going to look around to see like if there's any corner I can hide in, so
Okay.
no one can notice me, and just scream out, "Okay, Whispers. I know you're here. You seem like you're here to help me. Whatever you are, what's here for me?"
First, give me a survival check. So make sure you can find a nice little corner area to stay out of the watchful eyes of everybody.
3.
3? Okay, you're kind of like in plain sight. You walked to an area that looked like shadowed enough, and as you just sit there, you're beginning to talk. You begin to ask about the whispers. Give me a perception check. $16. You hear it faintly. Well, kid, you know, I can understand we're kind of kindred spirits, like-minded. And I saw what you did, and I helped you out, but I can feel it. You got some shit on you, kid. Got some moxie. I like that. So, what are you looking to do? What do you want?
Honestly, I want to own this town. You know?
Went on the town, huh? That's kind of small potatoes. How about the world? You can do that.
If you can help me with that, hell yeah.
Yeah, sure. First, I'll contact you again. Just keep your mind open, all right?
I'm listening now.
You said what? I'm sorry, say that one more time?
I'm listening for you.
Okay, good. And as you sit there and begin to talk, you guys come out of the shop as a car pulls off, a large truck pulls off. You see Zeltrin kind of couched down in the corner, like seemingly talking to himself.
What a funky little man.
Just keep walking.
Maybe the shopkeep made him uncomfortable.
Shake my head and keep walking.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
To Zeltrin?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Huh? What? Hold on. No.
Where did you go?
I was just looking for the bathroom.
Outside.
Yeah, nature's toilet.
Make a deception check. Rakan, make an insight check.
Nature's toilet. Does he have to roll that
He's
at like
not wrong.
double disadvantage?
Are you fucking kidding me? A 7 with a fucking +5.
Right.
You believe him. Hook, line, and sinker.
Okay, I'm just gonna like give him a weird look and be like, toilets. And then walk away.
Okay. Zelcha, what are you doing? Are you walking with them or are you going elsewhere?
I'm gonna walk kind of like about 5 feet behind him.
Okay. Where are you all going?
Where's next in line of the
I
shopping
guess
places?
we can through Sereny's Mirror, we can head down to Golden Rain Avenue. You finally find yourself in this nice little thoroughfare. You see that there's a whole bunch of carts built up. You see people it's just like a bustling city, like large like a large street, just side just carts of goods and merchants, people talking, people trading. At the same time, you can see as you're walking by, just the glittering of money hits the floor, and people begin to fight over it and struggle as they begin to grab and pick it back up and then go back to the patrons and run back off. You see some children running around, laughing and playing with themselves. Some playing through traffic, which is not safe. And as you walk through, this here is just more of a basic thoroughfare. So you guys managed to walk to and fro different merchants, picking things up, and find like, okay, this is pretty cheap quality, and go to no, this is shit quality. You kind of put it down, and you do your shopping as you walk through and come up on the other side.
There is one item that I was looking to possibly purchase that I didn't see on the list.
What is that?
Our friend Bastian can make potions, but I'm assuming he would need herbs of such.
Yes.
So to do that, would they be purchasable in Goldbrain Avenue or somewhere else?
Somewhere else.
Okay, cool. Just checking we're not walking straight
Yeah.
past it.
No. I
Fantastic.
got you. Don't worry.
Okay, yeah, I bought a large number of items and we left it there.
As you walk through Golden Rain Avenue, you see coming out of the thoroughfare this large circular area. You see in the center, as if in its own island, this large, almost Romanesque building. The pillars, and in the front, you see the statues of two. You see like the statues of like two warriors with spears and shields, and you see across it says Riverworth Public Library.
That's the Midtown Library, correct?
Yes, this is Midtown.
I'm gonna head on inside.
You going in? Okay. You run ahead. Okay.
Yeah, I guess. Unless everyone's gonna come with me.
I'm definitely going in as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go with.
All right. As you guys all head inside, you see the ceilings are cathedral, and they're like cathedral tall ceilings. And you see there's this nice, beautiful mural that's painted on the top. Immediately, you smell the smell of paper and books, leather covers. You smell wood, and as your footfalls resound on this marble floor, that's this nice, intricate, like wavy like pattern. You see people that are with like these little small like mage lights that kind of hover above them at the desk as they turn through the pages and begin to read, and some have their notebooks and drawing across. You see one guy who seems to have a bit of a meltdown as if he's preparing for a test, and his face is like flat into a book. And as you begin to walk up, I'm assuming since Rakan was first, he's the first one to get up there. There's this large desk, and as you see behind it, you see this large, tall man dressed in like this normal suit with a big mane of hair. And as you walk up, you see the bell on the top of the desk.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna walk up to the desk. Excuse me.
You hear for a second as he said, okay, I thought I had that correct. Maybe I'm wrong. Try something else.
Bastion will reach over his shoulder and hit the
Hello?
bell once.
You hit the bell.
Yeah.
He turns around. You see, as he turns around, it's this large, leonine man. You see, he has like this, the glasses at the bottom of his nose, and he has like a long, off top of his mane. He still has the beard here. He's wearing like a nice 3-piece suit, but it's more like he looks more like a college professor. He has like the patched shoulder, the patched elbows, and he has like a nice vest and a tie, and he has a book in his hand. And he's just, oh, hello. I'm sorry I didn't hear you. I was doing some studying. He folds the page. Well, he folds puts the bookmark in the center, closes it, and he puts it to the side. How might I help you? Welcome to the library.
I need some help with a book. Can I speak to you?
Interesting. Sure. What book are you looking for? A specific book, or you have a book on you?
I have something in mind. Can we speak over there?
Okay. And he looks at everybody. Says, give me a minute. I'll be right back. You watch as he begins to walk over, and he's like, as you guys follow along each other at the desk, you see the rest of his body as he comes out, and he's got these pants on, but he doesn't wear shoes, and it's like he's got clawed feet, and he walks, and you watch as he brings you over to like this little out area on the side that's kind of close to a window, and it's like a circular table, metalwork table, and he pulls a chair out, and he's like skeets out, and he sits down. He kind of struggles to wiggle in it, but his tail is kind of in the way. He sits down. Okay. What is this book you want to show me?
I don't want to show you. There's a book by Hayden Lawrence called The Quivering Twilight. What do you know about it?
Quivering Twilight. You found this book where?
I never said I found the book.
I'm sorry. I met again.
Excuse you, sir.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. But Quivering Twilight. We did have a copy, but it's been missing for quite a while.
Is there anything special about the book? It has a weird story.
Story is weird, at least from what I've heard. Hayden Lawrence is an odd author. Pretty much before then, he's written only books about dragon chess, and that's about it. This is his first ever actual novel.
And did he write anything afterwards?
Not that I know of. The Quivering Twilight, I believe, is his last work.
Do you know where he's from? Is he around?
Hayden Lawrence, I'm assuming, is a pen name. No one really knows who the author truly is.
Okay.
I hope that answers your questions.
It doesn't, but that's everything.
Okay. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No.
Okay. He stands up and he begins to walk back to the desk and faces everybody else.
Oh, right before, while they're talking, I'm gonna turn to Yeva and say, whoever wrote in this journal to me is what put me on my contract. He meant, and a part of my contract is that I'm supposed to find these locations that he's written about, to try and free him, but the locations that he mentions mountains that no longer exist, rivers that have been built over. It's very hard to figure out what he may be talking about.
I may be able to translate some of the locations into modern terms, but you speak of him like he's not a man or a woman, but a being.
I don't know who he is, but he's I mean, he must be greater than anything I could comprehend, since I don't think anyone can live long enough for mountains to just naturally disappear.
Oh, but strange things happen as gods fall. Things that you would expect to be only people become more. Take our friend Rokan. Where is Rokan? Well, anyway, our friend Rokan, he's the son of a god. Things that I believed impossible become possible every day. Look at our run-in with brilliance and words and strange awakening of the Warforged. I'll look at the book, but I make no promises. The world moves faster than me these days.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to.
Okay.
And as you sit there talk, the librarian comes in, and goes back and steps behind his desk and closes the door. And how do I help the rest of you?
Good afternoon. I'm looking for any books on the development or progress of creating Warforged. Don't worry, I'm not trying to do it myself. It's for our friend here. And I'll gesture towards Bastion.
He looks toward Bastion and nods his head. Much as he kind of leans back and he puts his hand up.
Nothing
You watch
pre-war, if you don't mind. Something during the war.
Does so. You watch as these books slide out of the shelves of the line shelves, and they begin to float. They float around and they land in front. These should suffice.
Do we need a card or membership?
You are Yeva Dellen.
That is me.
A lot of your books are in the library.
Yes, they seem to have become something of a thing. I wrote them only for my order, but copies are made, and copies of copies of copies are made. And
You know, word travels fast.
Yeah.
I will give you these books.
Thank you.
However, he kind of cups on the side of it. There is something I need you to do for me.
Of course. Perhaps I might
For the
also give
library.
you something in return.
And what would that be?
I'll reach into my bag and pull out a book that I had not published of any way, or nobody had seen a copy of. And this is it's called New World Beginnings, and it's a study of the progress of Arcana tech on the world. For your
Kind
eyes.
of leans back.
But you mentioned a favor.
Okay. Oh, all right. Yes. So I can.
That's yours.
This is mine.
Yes.
Now.
Yes.
No. Slides it to the side, and I guess if you were ever to see a lion smile,
Good. That's the
you
aim.
just see
I'm
you
gonna
just see
make friends with this
rows.
man because I need the restricted section, you know.
You just see rows of teeth. He just and he kind of puts it down, puts it in the back. Yes. I was talking about it with your other cohort here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a book, like Hayden Lawrence, The Quivering Twilight.
You were talking about it with one of my companions?
Yes. The boy.
I didn't know he could read. Okay. And what about it?
The volume was checked out.
So, The Quivering Twilight, is this a famous book?
I really couldn't really call it famous. It's more like teenage drivel. But
That'd explain why I haven't heard of it.
precisely.
I explain why Rockan's into it.
Who's the author?
Hayden Lawrence.
The chess author?
Yes. The very one. The one who sought to overthrow you for the Dragon Chess book.
He wrote a Non-chess book. Interesting. I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
We've only had one copy,
Hmm.
but it was checked out by a woman named Lorana.
Lorana. Doesn't ring any bells. We haven't met a Lorana, have we?
You have not.
Okay, good. Just checking. And you would like this book returned, I assume?
Yes, it's way overdue, and I would just like for you to. She's falling off the grid. She's a friend of mine.
Well, see what we can do. It just so happens that we've made good friends with a detective. I'll see if we can use her netbook. Maybe make some connections. Just to check, Viviana's not walking around with us, is she?
No, she's not.
Okay, you're good. As I unveil her right next to me. Yeah. We'll ask some questions.
Please, thank you.
Thank you so much for your help.
Once that's
And
done, you can
enjoy
it's
the
all
read.
yours.
And make some copies of that. I've only got 2. If you want to put it out for the library, I think it's ready. It's the first book I've ever written that ends on a cliffhanger. But the world is progressing faster than I can write.
That's all you have to say. He leans down and he grabs the book, grabs another book, and you watch as he begins to concentrate.
I know that
I
trick.
think you see his eyes flare in his
I
hair.
was gonna say it sounds familiar.
Fantastic. I'll turn to the party. Did any of you want to take out any other books?
I think that's all I was interested in.
I feel like getting back an overdue book sounds like a job for some intimidation.
One last thing. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Oh yes, my name is Zita Sharp.
Fuck me, I can't spell that. All right, cool. I'll catch that at you after session. Do you have the book, the proper and safe use of firearms?
Yes, we do.
Fantastic. Can I possibly purchase a copy from you, or does the library only lend?
For what you've done for me, you can have it.
Fantastic, and I will hand it directly to Zeltrin.
What the hell is this?
Guidance.
It's called a book, sweetheart.
It's
If you need
read
help
it.
understanding any of it, I'm available.
It is not so much the usage, which I'm sure you are very much acquainted with. It's the safety elements. Just take a read. And with that, I'm done with the library.
You guys gonna head out. Zelchin, you here? Wow, this guy's a dick. And as you're walking behind, you begin to feel a slight pull. It's hard for you to ascertain where it is now, but you can feel it. It's like a slight tug at your core.
I'm going to turn around.
One's there.
Gonna take a couple steps forward.
Take a couple steps forward. It's fine. The pull, it's there for a second, but then it dissipates.
Deltrin, are you okay?
Yeah, I just thought that I felt something. You know, like that feeling where you should go somewhere.
A gut feeling?
You could say that.
Perhaps you're
Turn
developing a
around.
conscience.
I don't know. That sounds kind of boring.
Useful, but boring. Yes, I can give you that.
It's your
Are we
you
away
guys-
from the librarian?
Yeah, you guys have. Yeah, you guys have heard from the librarian.
Rokan, the librarian mentioned you asked about a book. The Quivering Twilight?
Yeah.
Said it
So,
was some kind of romantic novel.
I wouldn't know.
As a child, did you have a normal life? Did you have the chance to read?
What? Child's a weird word to use.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure about it either, but I went with it. As a youngster.
I spent many years, decades, eons. Time moves differently where I'm from. I spent a long time learning.
Incredible.
I've been meaning to ask, and this is the perfect time to bring it up. Rakan, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you? It's okay if you don't want to tell me. This is more out of curiosity.
There was a time before I didn't exist. It was a turning point in humanity. The world wasn't as primordial anymore, and I came into being.
Okay, so you're fucking ancient. That's what I'm hearing.
Oh, that was just child. I mean, when I was born, I definitely stirred up the house.
Do you, I know that in some cultures, some, mythologies, gods tend to live together on the same plane. Do you perhaps know other gods?
I've met a few as a, for a lack of a better word, younger god. My relations with the others were limited and far and few between.
That's kind of cool.
That is really
Imagine,
cool.
yeah, like it's like the equivalent to like imagine like becoming friends with a celebrity and they're like best friends with Beyonce or something.
Yo,
I am best
Beyonce.
friends with the spirit of Beyonce.
As you guys begin to leave the library and walk down the street, onto your next destination, you begin to see that the you begin to see. Did anyone want to stop at the dusty bookshelf? At the dusty shelf? Or no? I think you guys are done with books. I think, right?
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna have anything that we haven't already found.
Okay, great.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna head in there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll head in there too.
Okay. As you guys begin to pass by it, you watch as Elovia and Rakan stop. You look to the left and look at this. This is a nice little building. Here you've kind of gone a little further out to the outskirts of Midtown, where it's not a lot of hustle and bustle now. It's a little bit more quiet. But you see this one place that's kind of squeezed in between two apartment buildings, and it just has like the long rickety sign that just says the dusty shelf. It has like a small little clasp, and it has like a little motif of like a fallen shelves. And as you go in and the rings, and you look around, this place does keep to its namesake. It's dusty as fuck. You can see that there's just bins of books here. You see the shelves are lined with books, but you can see there's like cobwebs. As you walk in, you kind of look at your hand, a cloud of dust blows off. And as you you just
sorry, just think Diego is definitely in with them.
Okay.
I just didn't want to delay.
As you go in, he sneezes, and then behind this, oh dear. And you see like this, I can only sit there and say she looks like Mrs. Doubtfire. She just has like the white hair, it's all nice and curly. She has like the big Coke bottle glasses and a nice floral pattern dress, with like the frilly collar, and you see she's reading a book and she closes it. Oh man, I'd like to help all of you. You didn't scare the life out of me.
I'm looking for a book on how to use two-handed weapons. Or a warhammer, to be more specific.
I believe we have something like that. I mean, we mostly have romance novels, but you watch she kind of moves to the back, and she moves to the back. You see that the shelf is kind of already fallen over with books, but she's like, no. She looks down to the chest, opens the chest, and you just see dust flies out. He's like, I'm sorry for the mess. Just no one really comes in here, and it goes down, and she starts thumbing through books. You just hear him slide to the side, and she finally, oh, here we go. And she puts it down and slides it over. And it just says two-handed weapons and how to use them.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna purchase that book.
Okay. I usually sell for 2 silver, but no one's gonna buy this thing. You just
How old
have-
is she?
She's pretty old. Gleaning, looking at her, she's like in her late 60s.
I'm assuming human.
Yes, she's human.
Okay, well, Miss, if you ever need help cleaning up,
I was
I'm
going to mention
probably
that.
free.
I don't suppose I'm something of a scholar myself. I keep my own library. I don't suppose you'd mind if I did a bit of cleaning, would you? It hurts me to see you having to care for all of this on your own.
What you have dust in your nice robes. I don't know what to say.
I don't clean with my hands. I'll take my
what
feather and I'll begin to cast prestidigitation.
Oh. And as you do so, you watch as like everything begins to clean off. The cobwebs go away. They recede and flutter off. You see the dust begins to blow away. Doing the prestidigitation. Doing the prestidigitation, you watch as the shells fix slightly. You didn't cast mending, but I'm giving it to her because she's a nice old lady. And the shells begin to fix back up, and you watch as even her nice little outfit. As you saw, like her outfit she had on was kind of like stitched on the sides, and it kind of fixes that as well. And she's, oh my goodness, thank you so much. And she just looks around, and it looks like the new store when she first bought it.
Beautiful.
And if you ever need anything, you come in here. It's it'll be on the house, at least at a discount.
There is something, ma'am.
Yes.
Do you know of a Lorana? She's a study of books. Do we have a description as well?
You're about to get one. As she's yes, Lorana. I haven't seen her in quite a while. You, Lorana. I hate when it's not up here. Here we go. Yeah, Lorana. Her full name is Lorana Coldwater. She's a small thing. Gnome. She used to have brown hair, but now I saw her. She's dyed it.
Did you say she was a gnome?
Silvery. Yes, a gnome.
Thank you.
She used to have brown hair, but she's dyed it silver now. It's like silver blue. She was well, she reaches down and produces a paper of the Rivermouth Times, and you can see it's an older copy. And as she flips to one of the articles, you see Lorana Coldwater is one of the authors. Yeah, she used to write for the Rivermouth Times. She's since gone silent. She hasn't been around.
That's a real shame. We're looking for her for a friend. Did she ever come in here with anyone else, or did she always come alone?
She was always by herself. I've always told her, she should maybe try to find a companion or do something, in terms of just getting out. She was always in the books and working.
Oh, I don't suppose you have a copy of Quivering Twilight, do you?
No. I don't have a copy of that.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for your time, ma'am.
Do you know anything about the book?
Hey, it is. I do know it is a romance novel, made by Hayden Lawrence, written by Hayden Lawrence. It was never really popular, but it always seems to pop up in random times.
Why is it called a romance novel?
Well, in the book, it's romance, but it ends in tragedy.
So like
Two-
Romeo and Juliet.
Yes, pretty much so.
Eildens.
The old Romeo and Juliet.
Well, we wouldn't want to take up any more of your day, but pleasure to make your acquaintance. Name's Yevra Dellen. Sorry, can I take your name?
I'm Fletcher.
Fletcher.
Mm-hmm. Slicer, what are you doing? 'Cause I know you want to do something. If you ever want to just do something, just tell me or DM me.
I don't think I came with the shop, to be honest.
If he didn't, neither did Bastion.
Okay. So you both are outside
Mm,
during this.
small shop, Bastion's big. He stayed outside.
Actually, how long do you think it'll take him there?
Not much longer, I hope.
Yeah, well, I'm already out because all I needed was that
Yeah.
one book.
Yeah, I'm heading out now.
I'm sort of taking
got
a
other
brief
things
look
to do.
around to see whether I can find in my own books, but only out of pride, and then wandering out as I go.
There you two are. You know where Bossy Pants is?
Why, who?
Huh?
I
Boss
said
man,
Bossy
he's-
Pants. I'm
Oh,
referencing
Bossy
Eva.
Pants.
Oh,
Yeah.
bossy. Yeah, he's not bossy, just worried for your safety and his own while you're near.
I think he's.
He's done.
I think
he's
he's
coming.
what you may call strict.
Mhm.
But yeah, let's get out of here.
As you begin to continue walking off, stepping down, you cross back in. You have to cut back in through Midtown, and as you guys are walking, you hear what sounds like the ringing of a bell. And as you hear the ring of the bell, you see a group of people begin to cross the street. It appears this is maybe the late lunch rush as you guys are moving through. Can I get perception checks from everybody, please?
Nineteen.
Okay.
14.
7.
22.
Okay. Nice. So as you guys are beginning to go through this group of people, Rakan and Yeva, you see to your left, going through the crowd of people, you see a group of kids playing as they're running around, and they run through and they brush past you as they're moving behind. You then hear the uncanny sound of can only be said as magic. You hear just fly off. And then you hear the screeching of tires as two cars collide in the middle of the street.
Is there a way to pinpoint where that sound came from?
Easy enough. You turn around and you see the kid on the floor. You see the other group of kids begin to scatter out.
The magic came from him.
You're not sure.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to the boy that's on the
Mhm.
floor.
You see his eyes are
Um,
shut currently.
Okay, I'm gonna kneel down to him. And kind of like gently shake him.
Okay. What is everyone else doing at this point in time?
Bastion's going to check on the occupants of the cars, see if they're
Okay.
okay.
I'm looking at Rokan. I'm wondering if the child is okay, and I'll probably ask, Rokan, is the child okay?
God.
Give me a sec. I just want to know what everyone's doing first.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I guess my since I didn't hear it, my eyes will just follow Orkan as he's the one who's like walking away.
Okay.
Notice the kid and then walk over.
Okay. And Zelcher?
I'm trying to figure out if Zeltron would try and investigate the cars or try and find where the other kids are.
Are you gonna mug the kids?
No, I wouldn't mud the kids. I'll probably give them like a knife or two.
No lunch money for you.
Yeah, I was
The
literally
kid
like
here's a
looting a
dagger.
child.
Evil Sagravi will be like,
Actually, yeah, let's go with the kids.
Okay. You'll try and follow the kids?
Yeah, to make sure they don't get in more trouble.
Okay. Give me a perception check on them real quick.
It's a 5.
5. Okay. It's gonna be a little hard, but you run off in a general direction. Rakan, give me a medicine check. 6.
So +5. That's my second nat one.
All right.
Could I help him?
Sure, you can help him. So you want to take that, or you want him to roll with advantage?
I'll let him roll with advantage.
Okay, roll one more time.
14.
14. Okay. You look at him. You see that he's just a little bit in shock as you like begin to shake him. He wakes up. As he wakes up, his hand stretches out forward. You see a gout of fire releases from his hand. It goes across where the cars once were, and it hits a building on the side. And he's just oh shit. How are you?
I'm gonna grab's not the right word, but I'm gonna get his hand and just close it.
He closes his hand. What the fuck? Let me go.
Sorry, it's a boy, right?
It is a boy.
Son.
I'm not your fucking son, lady.
You're
Oh no.
causing,
Oh, Lavi.
you're causing a bit of chaos, and son is more of a term of.
There we go. Thank you. You were lagging. It just got.
Okay. Son is more of a expression, but we're causing a bit of chaos.
He looks at you slightly and he just kind of grimaces. But you see, like he has like this dark, long black hair. It's kind of covering his eyes slightly. And it comes down. You see, he has like this caramel skin tone. He's like hazel eyes. He's wearing like these brown pants and like this suit jacket, but it's all frayed and torn. You can tell he's gotten out of the garbage. And like he has like this white shirt that's also kind of like dirty. And he has like only thing he has that's like kind of glistening on him is like is an earring that's kind of hanging down from his right ear. It's like in the shape of a crescent moon with an obsidian in it. And he's like, yeah, listen. And as he looks around, you see he's like kind of like nervous, and you can see that the people around him are beginning to kind of like crowd. And you can see some of them are like beginning to hold their ears like this as they're like talking to somebody.
I'll come.
You can see some of them are guards.
I'll come close.
Okay,
To
I'm gonna
Rokan, I'm not actually interacting with the child. I'm just gonna move over towards the child as if to sort of like shield Rokan and the child from the crowd.
how big is the child?
He's not that big. He's a little bit bigger than Max, but he is older than him.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna pick him up.
Give me a strength check.
Like,
I mean, it's not gonna be a hard DC.
good, because I just got a 5.
Okay, so now with a 5, you pick him up. He kind of puts his legs down and he like kind of pulls away from you.
Hey, you're okay. You're okay. We want to help.
So I'm gonna turn to.
Sorry.
I'm gonna turn to Rock and Abel. Was he trying to defend? Like, was he almost run over? What happened?
I'm
sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know. Maybe his magic is manifesting. But I mean, and then he's gonna like reach in his pocket and take out that piece of paper. I'm gonna say, I'm assuming he doesn't have one of these. We need to get him out of here.
I'm just gonna stand up and say, "Sorry, everyone. That was me.
Okay.
I panicked. That was me."
Okay. We'll get to you in a second. Bastion, as you during this time as you run over to look in the cars, you see the two of the people, they kind of like hit their heads on the steering wheel. One guy, you see one guy's kind of bleeding from his head, and he's kind of like shaking as he's getting up. He's like, "Oh, what the fuck was that?" As he begins to kind of stir. In the other car, the guy is okay, but he's like kind of back. He's kind of knocked out. It's like his mouth is just agape. He's knocked out.
Oh wow. Okay. I'm gonna do a medicine check on the guy who's unconscious to just make sure he's not gonna like swallow his tongue or.
Okay, that's fine.
And that he's gonna be okay.
Zelchin, give me a survival check, please.
17.
17. Yeah, he's okay. He is just knocked unconscious. You take the time to set him right so that he's fine, and you kind of look around. And as you look around, you canvass the area. You can see that there now are more guards that are begin to come around and populate.
Nah.
I got sorry.
No, sorry. Zeltrin, you kind of know the gist of where they went. So you follow the direction as you look on the. You take a second to look around. You see that there's some disturbed debris. When and you can see like some of the garbage cans have been knocked over. You can tell someone's been running and fleeing. So you follow down that alleyway. As you follow down that alleyway, you start to get a little further and further because these little bastards have run pretty far. And as you're beginning to, as you're continuing to run, you begin to pick up the pace. You cut down a few more alleyways, make a turn up a street. To you going up. And as you come to this alleyway, you hear what sound you at first you hear a scream. You hear the scream of a child, and then you hear the screeching of a car around the corner of the alleyway. All right, you pull out the blicky. All right.
I'm running to the screen.
Okay. As you run around the corner, you see there's nothing there. You begin to look around. You can see signs of a struggle, but there's no one here.
Voice in the head. Do you know what happened?
Make a persuasion check.
Persuade the mysterious voice in your head to help you.
You hear it for a second as you, but it sounds like the voice is like super distant. It's not really my fucking problem, really. Just call me back when you want to steal some shit.
All right, I got you. Just I'm gonna look around, see if there's any kids hiding.
Okay. Give me an investigation check. We'll get back to you. Bastion, you said them right. As now the guards have begun to run around. Do you guys want to do anything? Rakan, Elovia, and yeah, Elovia, give me a persuasion check because you said that it was you. You're gonna try and persuade all these people.
That's not one.
Oh, okay.
Can
I was gonna turn to Yeva and say, "Can you lift him and get us out of here?"
Yeah, I could.
So what are you gonna do, Yeva?
I'm gonna look to the boy. Hey, kid. This is looking bad for you. They're coming. They want to know where your license is. They want to know where the magic came from. They want to know what you're doing here. You know what it's like when the authorities get involved. How about we don't get involved with them?
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
That's a 9.
Why are we rolling so low?
Today's awful for us all.
Well, it's alright, because if he says no, I've got a different plan.
He looks at you, and he begins to start to take off.
Okay, wait, Rockan's still holding him, right? Holding his arm.
I mean, I kind of his strength check as like not really.
Okay.
He tried to pick him up, but he fell.
I'll grab
down,
it.
got out. You gonna grab him?
Yeah.
Give me a. He's gonna be a Pole's athletics checks.
15.
All right, you beat him by 10.
So
you grab him, you pull him back by his collar.
At this point, I'll restrain him and say, "This is gonna be real simple. Either you talk or you let us lie for you."
I can't believe I got a nat 1 on my +6.
He looks up at you, and then he looks around at the guards. Fine.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Just a curiosity one. God, what happens if I misty step while holding a child?
You can take up to one person with you.
Yeah, I believe so.
Can you say that? Well, it's fine. I'll let it go anyway.
Yeah, I'm not going to right
kid.
now. I'm not going to right now. I'm just checking. Okay, go on,
Okay.
Rockan. Sorry.
Okay, let's go, and then I'm gonna tap my quarter stuff on the floor and cause some harmless tremors to hopefully spook the people into.
Okay.
We're gonna run and leave Elovia to the authorities.
No,
Yeah, I can
who's
handle
running
them.
with us?
Or I could
No.
do that.
Yeah, just gonna
yeah,
ditch
but,
the seed.
sorry, Rockan. If we run from the authorities, we're gonna be chased for days, not minutes.
Elovia, can you cast fire? Because if you're
No.
going to take responsibility, how are you going to prove it was you?
I'll just say it was a weird-looking Eldritch Blast.
What was it that the spell?
Judging by what he fired, it was probably Firebolt.
It was a weird-looking Eldritch Blast. I threw my green blade sword.
Bastion, what do you? So you set him down. You see the guards are being able to walk around. What else are you doing?
I'm gonna just start talking to the guards, tell them what I saw, give them an assessment of the situation,
Okay.
and try to just kind of coordinate with them and help them as a
Just to-
witness and a former military officer that might be of aid.
Okay.
Just to be clear, Bastion didn't see anything, right? Like with that perception check.
No, he didn't see anything.
Okay, so he's not giving away our little dastardly plan.
No, he
Saw a
didn't see
car
anything.
crash.
Yeah, he saw the car crash. He went to go help the people, and then she's sitting there. He's like, the guard is sitting there. He's got his red cloth on, his armor. He's got his gun strapped over his side, and he's just like, "That's all you saw." Okay, that'll be enough for the statement now. Evidently, this is some kind of arcane. I don't know what this was. You have to find out the culprit. Doesn't matter. The Watchers are on their way.
Rokan,
So-
get ready to run, but let's not yet. Let's try and talk them down.
The Watchers will figure this out.
We don't have time for that.
Understood.
We need to
I-
leave. Let's
I
take
have-
him. Sorry, go on.
Sorry, no, I'm just saying I have Hellish Rebuke. That's my closest spell.
I can cover
That's
you with
fine.
the spell.
I think we should just go and take him to the detective agency.
As you say that, he's like, no, not going there. Everburn. Take me to Everburn.
So this is just Zeltrin as a child. That's what I'm getting out of this.
Maybe.
Just with magic instead of pistols.
Yeah.
Or guns.
He's like, just
I-
take me to Everburn. I can find the rest of my friends, and then we can just go back to the low hang where we were.
Would Rokan know where that is?
Rockhand would not know what that is.
Well, none of us have been here, so can
Yeah,
you?
he
can you
can-
direct Rokan?
Yeah, no
Okay.
problem.
I'll hand him to Rokan and say, "Go."
You see, he's like, I can fucking walk, and he's like moves his arm.
No, I
Okay,
wasn't. Okay,
great.
no, sorry, I wasn't putting him in his arms. I was just like
Oh.
putting that in front of Rokan, and then just saying, "Go."
Okay, as you say that, I'm going to cause those tremors.
hmm
Okay. Your investigation check, Zeltrin, was
That's 6.
a 6. Yeah, you don't know where the fuck these kids went. You're looking around, and you see disturbed ground. You see, you see the signs that there was a struggle here. And the only thing, other thing you see now is as you kind of come out from the other side of the alleyway to another side of the street that's kind of a little bit more empty. There are cars passing by, but you do see skid marks from tires. And that's all you see.
In that direction.
You gonna go that direction?
Yeah.
Okay. You begin to move that direction, following the skid marks. You can see that the driver had corrected itself slightly. Give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Sorry, just really quickly. Kira, where's the place that you said I'm going?
The Everburn Apothecary.
4.
4. You're having a hard time following. I'll give you one more chance. Give me an investigation check. You have an inkling that you're looking for something. You just can't tell what it is. Can't find it. You look around. The car has corrected himself. It's gone. You see no trace.
Fuck, okay. Shit. I'm gonna try to hit myself back to the other people.
Easy enough. You begin to make your way back, as you see now. As you start to come out of the alleyway, you see that the cars are still crashed, and you can see now there are more guards here and a little bit less people. But you can see they've kind of like formed a circle, and they're just onlookers looking around. Okay, so we're going to settle this a few different ways.
Just to check, is Rokan and the boy within the circle of guards or outside?
The Rakan is beginning to move. Rakan, I need a stealth check. Well, First of all, how are you trying to move? Are you trying to move stealthily and like not be seen, or you're just trying to be
No,
inconspicuous?
just knocking people out of the way.
Okay.
Hoping that my tremors will like cause enough of a distraction that people will be like, "What?"
Okay, let me see. Okay. You see the people as the tremors begin to go, they even look around. You hear people say, "That was an earthquake." What the? And it gives you enough time to start, making your way through. As some people start to filter out from that, and you kind of blend in with the crowd and begin to move. And the kid begins to lead you to the Everburn. So I'm assuming now that Alovia and Yeva and Bastion all together. And Zelchin, are you coming out, or are you staying in the alleyway?
Well, I'm coming out.
Okay, so you come out, and are you going to join them?
Could I find them? Was a question.
Yeah, you can see them. They're not trying to hide.
Bastion and
tall
Olovia
enough.
are really hard to miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not trying to hide. Give me a perception check real quick. Another one.
He can't find the kids, but when it comes to finding his teammates, 20 guaranteed.
Yep, 20. You also see in the peripheral of your vision, Rakan and a kid with him going a different direction with some of the crowd that's filtering out.
Oh, they're going in a different direction. I'm going following them.
Do we have our message beads on?
I can say yeah.
Okay.
You guys bought them already.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say we'd ask Zeltrin to head to the Everburn Apothecary. He probably knows where it is. Rockhand's taking the child there.
Okay, so we have two people who know wherever they're going is, leaving the rest of the people who have no idea.
Well, they can direct us. We'll make it work.
Good follow.
But yeah, I think Alovia and I are going to put on a nice innocent face and approach the guard, no?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as you begin to walk up to the guard, who's looking around the scene, he's by this time they've already like put the stretcher on the guy that you helped triage Bastion, and they're beginning to they got some of the healers around. They're beginning to try and heal and fix him up with magic, and the other guy is kind of getting up. He's kind of rubbing his head. He's like, I need a fucking drink. And he's sitting on his car and he's looking around and he's like, it's like the windshield is kind of broken and shattered, and he's like, clean and fix this now. Fucking, I don't know what that was that jumped out in front of me. And as you walk up to the guard, Ava, the guy turns around, and as he's about to open his mouth, you see a hand touch his chest, and it kind of just see like this red skin. You see this tiefling got like this horns that go back, but his hair is in between. It's kind of curly. He's wearing like this really loud, like blue and black shirt with like this gold chain that goes around his
Ewan's
neck.
dude?
Huh?
Is this Ewan's friend? Bodyguard,
No.
good? Oh, okay, right. Sorry.
No.
I was wondering if I was meant to be understanding who you were describing.
No.
Carry on as you were.
And he has like a gold chain around his neck, but it has like this the symbol of the cloister from Nilana Olari. And he looks toward the guard. It's all right. I'm going ahead. He looks towards you. Looks toward a little bit, rest of you. So, you guys played hero or something? Tell me. I heard I'm here to take statements. What happened?
Kid, we panicked. He ran out in front of a car. Well, more specifically, she panicked.
She panicked.
Yeah.
You see, I have a child at home. Unfortunately, my child didn't make it, but I set out so that no other child would fall in the same fate.
He looks you over.
She's new to the town. New to the city.
I understand, miss, that losing a child is a very, very hurtful thing. I'm sorry for your loss, miss. But he looks to the right and looks at the building. Where like it's like a small little crater from the firebolt. So you telling me that she did that? First time in the city.
There's a
In the
firewall in the wall, did you say?
Firebolt.
Okay.
Like it left like a small crater. And he's like, so you telling me that these cars spooked you, miss, because you've never been here before?
Honestly, this is my first time seeing vehicles such as these. I'd imagine that, thousands of pounds of metal, they're made out of metal, right?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, thousands of pounds of metal moving at you at like how many miles per hour? That's gonna spook anyone
He's
who
gonna
hasn't seen such a
gonna
thing
make it-
before.
make an insight check. He needs to study you. His eyes yellow, like this pale yellow. Hard to exactly see what he's thinking. I'm sure. You know, miss, I can say the same about that hammer on your back. All that metal. He looks you over. You look quite strong as well.
He's hitting on you.
Yeah, so it's totally viable that I'm the one who can look at how strong I am.
Mhm.
Totally plausible that I could have done that.
Yeah. Are you magically inclined? Do you have your license?
Yes, I do, and then I'm gonna take it out and hand it over to him.
He looks over. Hands it back. What's your story, big guy? And he points toward Bastion.
I saw the car crash and I rendered aid.
Yeah, the man over there can attest to that. He owes you his life.
I don't think he was in that much danger.
Knows. Humans are weak. He might have died if he didn't step in.
What I was trained to do.
So you didn't see anything else, big man?
I saw the cars crash.
Go make an insight check. He knows you're definitely telling the truth. He turns to the side. Yeva, you're taller than him.
Yeah.
But you can feel like you can tell like you've seen the symbol, you know the cloister, and it looks up to you. And who are you?
Yeah, Verodellan. I've been traveling with this lady here, Alovia. We've only recent to town. It's been a bit of a chaotic ride, if I'm honest. But yeah, she panicked. There was a child close to the crash. If I'm honest, that's kind of all I saw. I ran straight to the child, make sure he was okay. He was a street kid. Didn't look like he wanted to stick around for the guards. Made a dash. But
Couldn't hold him here. Maybe he saw something.
maybe he did. I checked over to see if he was hurt, and then as I went over to see if others were hurt in the crash, he made a dash for it. Sorry, I didn't think it was my duty to detain children. I was more concerned for the health of people. I'm a healer.
I must ask, you seem highly suspicious of us. Why is that? Do you think
It's his job, no?
something malicious might have happened? Well, it could have, to his knowledge, or at least it could have very much seemed like an accident.
It could. Well, when things of arcane nature happen in this city, it is definitely my job.
Bound to
Ah,
investigate, of
now that
course.
you say that, that explains a lot.
I'm glad we reached an understanding. And as he sits and look over, he begins to say something else. He opens his mouth, and then you hear, Venice. Leave them alone. We have enough all we need.
Sorry, what was his name?
Venice is his name.
Okay.
And he's like, well, saved by the bell, I guess. And he turns and I'll keep my eye on all of you, actually.
I must ask, are you suspicious of anything of magical nature that happens?
Well, I have to be cautious. This is the city. Strange things happen here. A lot of people get hurt.
Even if it was an accident, you're
It
still
wasn't.
going to be suspicious?
Even if it was an accident. Rules are rules.
I'm out of character. I'm smelling discrimination.
You watch as he turns around, and behind him you see this. As he turns around, he said, "Well, Ciora, we have what we need. I guess it's time for us to go." And Ciora, you see this is a tall elven woman, and Yeva, you've seen her before. She's wearing like this black cloak, very serious azure eyes, and she has like the cloak she wears is like this like leather, but she also has like the gold chain that also symbolizes the cloister as well. She has 2 swords sheathed at her side, and she has a hood, her hood up, and she walks up. Venus, don't bother this man. This is Yeva.
Sorry, I recognize her as in I've seen her before, or I recognize her as in I know her.
You've seen her before, and she knows of you because of what you've done in the cloister and where you've been. This is Ciora Zumfiel.
Sorry, surname?
Ciora Zumfiel.
Yep.
And as Ava, I didn't think I'd find you this far out.
No, me neither. I've been
How long has it been since you left the cloister?
110 years.
You see her face is like she's asking questions, but she's so uninterested. She looks over to Lovia and looks over to Bastion. I see you found some interesting friends.
Yeah, you could say that. New friends. Very
It's
interesting.
strange that people describe me as interesting. In my hometown, I'm completely normal.
This is in your hometown, honey.
Well, you got everything you wanted.
Yeah, I had everything I wanted. You should take the time and contact the head mistress of the cloister.
Oh, one day.
Elvira would love to hear from you again.
People need to start looking outside. I'll make a note.
Good. Oh, one other thing. And she even turned. Jesse St. James says hi. And begins to walk off with Venice. We speed back over to Rakan and Zeltron. As the kid takes you to this how do I say, it's a piece of shit part of town. It looks run down. The buildings so far are no longer made of this marble. They're just made of regular brick, and they're made of like this regular brick, and it's decrepit and run down. And so watches the kid like as he sees the awning and the sign of the Everburn Apothecary, which is literally a leaf wreathed in fire, but it's not burning. He runs in and kicks in the door. It's Caden, you here? Caden! Shit. You watch as he starts to rustle around through the stuff here in the shop.
Hey, what happened?
You see Caden's here, and I don't know where he is.
Was it with you before when all the accident happened?
No. Caden, he's a friend to us, really. He kind of helps us out.
I feel on that.
You watch as he looks. He just, as you can't tell, I'm homeless.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I used to be there.
Homeless?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
He looks towards Zelchin. He's stupid.
Yeah, he's got a few screws loose. Let's just say he was born yesterday.
I'm homeless. I don't have a home.
Let me explain. Okay, so as you know, there's like places for you to sleep. He's got the streets to sleep on. You get that?
Why doesn't he have a place?
Not everyone's got the chance to have a nice bed and the blankets.
What do you mean chance? Why doesn't someone help him?
World's not a pretty place, is it? Gonna
Well,
learn that.
it's a nice place where we just was.
As
Why
you
don't-
as you say that, the kid gets up. You watch to see like mage hands, like a little bit of food, as like an apple. He mage hands it, grabs it, pops up on the desk, and just watches you two talk.
You know, that place up there, they don't like to share. Let's just say. Oh God, I'm really going through this.
Well, what? Where are
Yeah.
your parents?
Here, let me explain it. Stronger take from the weaker suffer. The weaker suffers so much that we have nothing.
Where are his parents?
I don't have parents.
What do you mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Isn't this kid like twice my age?
Remember he's born. Let's just say he's born yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have parents. They're dead. They left me. One or the other. I don't give a shit.
Where's the rest of your family?
I don't fucking know.
Well, why don't you look for them?
Cause fuck them. That's why.
Yes. Too many questions. Hey, you find that kid yet?
Caden's not a kid. He's the owner of a shop.
Yeah. Oh shoot, my bad. You know. Let me help.
And as you say that, you hear in your head, so the owner of the shop is gone. Well, let's rob his ass. And at that point, we'll take a break.
Yay.
As you guys manage to, oh, well, I can actually take this away because this that won't happen now. Sorry, but as you guys have finished talking to the guards and you've gone ahead and using the message gems, managed to contact everybody and find where you have to go. No, I'm not crazy. You guys finally make your way over to the Everburn Apothecary. You see the fire wreath, the leaf wreath of flame, and you open the door to Rakan and Zeltrin and the kid conversing. And I told you before, I don't have parents. I don't have a home. I've been living on the streets for years. Does it connect now?
Hey,
Can you show me where you sleep?
kid. I'm sorry. He's. Well, frankly, his way of viewing the world is better than ours. He thinks that everybody should look after everybody, and I wish it was that way, but Rokan, it isn't.
Rakan's gonna turn around and say, "Why? Why aren't people helping?"
Jesus
That's
Christ.
a good question. Why aren't they helping? Because I come from a village where they do.
Sending the vision. This
Because
is
people
your
are
village, lady.
selfish. People are selfish.
They are.
But hey, kid, let me at least do something for you. And I'll prestidigitation, clean up his clothing at least.
Thanks.
That's alright, it's a start. But we can get a bit more sorted out for you. I know somebody who might be able to give you a helping hand and a leg up in this
Who the
world.
fuck
but
is Caden?
Caden is who?
He owns this place.
And he's not here?
No.
Store was open when you got here?
Yeah.
Bastion, you want to do a...
Aye.
I'll sort of gesture
And,
to do a sort of, whatever the word is, sort of a around the place thing.
Perimeter.
Thank you!
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for!
Can you got any hideouts that he has in this place? Probably like a latch or something.
I mean, he has an upstairs loft area, but other than that, no.
What kind of store are
Mind
we
if I
in,
go
by the way?
check it out, see if he's hiding there?
No, you look shifty to me. Stay out of his room.
You look shifty to me too. What are you talking about? Everyone looks shifty here.
Yeah, whatever. What did you say, pointy ears?
Pointy ears, I like that. I asked what kind. I was asking God actually what kind of store we were in.
Oh, this is an apothecary. You see in here like
Right,
there's
thank you, let's leave it
herbs
like
and
this.
potions, and yeah, herbs and potions and all types. You see like a nice little on the right side is a nice little workshop area for like alchemy tools and herbalist tools. You see that it's like this place is like a small little jungle. The vines and things are growing around. And you can see in the further back by the light there is a little display case with different types of interesting looking flora and fauna back there, different species, genus of plants.
Looking around, is there anything illicit?
Ooh.
Make a perception check.
Now's the peyote scene.
Yeah, that's a 26.
As you look, you can't help but be drawn to the back. You start to walk, and you you turn a corner, and you see this beautiful display case of these interesting genus of plants. Even of all the studying you've seen, you've never seen something like this. You begin to look it over, and you can even feel the magic coming from the case. You can tell that each section is like sectioned, and each one is temperature controlled to give it the perfect environment for each one.
Are we talking narcotics or poisons?
Give me a nature check.
17.
17. You see some that are really poisonous. As you can tell just by looking at it, that some are really poisonous. You can tell that there's some that have great healing properties, but you've never seen this before.
Well, it's clear that our friend is not only running an over-the-table business. Has he got business partners you know of?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Can you take us to where you and your friends hang out?
Sure, we can go there.
Bastion and Phalanx are just going to go searching through the place to see if we find someone.
Okay.
Can I leave a note?
You
Or
can
a
leave a note.
body.
Or body.
Kid, what's your name?
Elliot.
I'll leave a note that says, Elliot got into a bit of trouble. We're looking out for him, but he could do with finding you. I'm going to where he and his friends hang out, but we'll come by soon. And I'll sign it Friends. That's all.
Kid looks over your shoulder. We're not friends.
No, but you are.
He starts to walk off, and he goes over to Rakan. Okay, come on, idiot. I'll show you.
I'll follow him.
He starts to go ahead, Soldier.
You know those kids you were playing with before, right?
Yeah. And you watch he kind of like rubs under his nose, kind of snarky like. It looks akin to you. It's kind of like looking in the mirror. He's just like, kind of leader over there. Yeah, they're kind of my posse.
One of them just sounded like they got kidnapped.
What?
I tried chasing after them, and the driver knew what they were doing.
Did you see which one, or did you?
I didn't get a clue. You have any idea of who it could be?
I don't know, but here. And he starts to walk over to a little drawer. It's in a cabinet. He slides it open, and you see there's clippings in here. And he begins to like show you like there's like a bunch of posters of missing children. Children been getting taken off the streets for weeks now. Never to be seen again. Some of them are my best friends.
That's happened since I left, hasn't it?
All these kids got magic ability?
He looks. Yeah.
There's your link.
Caden. I say Caden's a good guy because he's the one who teaches us how to control him.
Right. You eating today, kid?
Have I eaten?
Yeah.
Your stomach just growl.
I'll summon some good berries and I'll toss him one and say, here's a trick you could do with learning. Eat that, it'll keep you healthy and keep you fed for a day.
He looks at it.
I'll pop one in my mouth.
Yeah, no, he just looks at it for a second. You pop it in your mouth. He looks at you. He runs over, grabs a few things, puts it down. Not that hard.
Quick study. I like it. Fucking wish I could cast Firebolt and Goodberry.
Bastion, while you look around, you don't see too much of anything. There's no body, nothing here. What you did see was a very simple bed. Very it seems like all this extravagance is in the actual store area.
Okay. I don't think he's here.
You said that
I'll rejoin the others.
Yes,
All
Olivia?
right, no, I'll wait for you.
you said that kids go missing.
Yeah.
Any clue as to who could be doing it? Do authorities even look into it to begin with?
They do, but they never find anything. I don't really know. I just know we stay on the street and we stay safe. That's all. At least you try and stay safe.
I think we should go to shit. What was her name?
Viviana?
Yeah, Viviana. About that.
Okay.
Hey, kid.
Yeah.
How go you with lying?
I can try anything.
All right. Next question. Self-defense.
You watch as he looks around, throws a fireball, hits a window. I got that.
Well, not many people like magic around. Anything else?
Watch as he reaches in his pocket, pulls out it's a shiv fashioned from a butter knife. That's all I got.
For God's sake, Zoltan, don't give the kid a pistol.
I'm giving the kid a pistol. I handed the pistol.
You watch it's kind of heavy in his hand. Sure, thanks. And he kind of like puts it in his pants.
Yeah,
Zeltrin, you still got that book I gave you?
exactly what I was going to use it for, old friend.
Well,
Yeah, give him the book.
at least something safe.
All right.
I don't know that that's going to look any better than shooting a firebolt to the authorities.
No, but he looks like he can keep himself to himself.
He goes
Yeah.
behind the desk and grabs a bag and puts it in the bag. He's like, I'm not putting it in my pants. Just throws it over his shoulder.
You get caught shooting a gun, you probably get about a year or two. You get caught using firebolts, that goes on your life.
He looks up. I could do a year. I could do a year easy.
Just make sure that
Exactly.
you don't shoot someone. You don't mean to.
I've been meaning to ask, is this kid human?
He is not.
What? Oh,
He's
I thought you
he is
said
half elf.
Oh,
No, this is not. I never said his age. I never said his race.
I'm sorry.
He's half elf.
So he's calling Yeva pointy ears when he himself.
He himself has pointy ears. Yep.
Noted.
So he looks what, 11 or 12?
He looks 11. He's 11.
So he's about 15, 16. There's somebody we should take you to. He was going to lead us to his friend's hideout first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Lead on, kid.
As he begins to he ends up leaving, and this little kid's fucking fast. As he's starting to pretty much run, but you guys keep up with him easy enough.
I'm gonna make sure Phalanx stays close to him.
Okay, great. Got the Triceratops going next to him.
He's got a faster movement rate too. So.
Looking like Ty from Digimon. So he's like running away. He's running, and he takes you to this this place in the Lohang. You see here that the buildings here are decrepit and run down. This is the ghetto, pretty much. This is what's the easiest thing you can say about it. And as you make your way over, you see there's a sign here that says Wolf House Construction Inc. But you see it's been like destroyed and defaced, and it's kind of tilted. And as he brings you in, walking down the streets of Lohang. You watch as he kind of turns to the right, makes a heads down an alleyway, comes into a little clearing. It's like a collection of houses. There's like strung across what's it called? Strung across laundry lines. Thank you. I could not get it. Strung across laundry lines. You see some people hanging their laundry over, still here living. And as he continues to pass through this circle of streets, he gets to this like almost like it's like an abandoned house. He looks around, and as he walks toward the house, you watch as he makes a quick right and dips into the alleyway to the side of it. And you see that there is like the wall's been like kind of like caved in, and he moves a wood board. Come on, and he like slips in to there.
I'll follow him.
I'll go last.
Okay.
So I might have to make the hole wider.
Yeah.
Either me or Lovia is going to be last.
Yeah, actually, who is bigger out of the both of us? Or are we
You're
like the exact
taller.
same size?
I'm probably wider.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you all begin to slide in as So Bastion, you're going last?
Yeah.
Okay. You all begin to slide in. Bastion, give me a perception check.
If anyone followed us. Ooh, 11.
11. Not great, but it's almost enough. So as everyone slides into this darkened hole, you can see a little bit of light as the kid inside. He kind of pulls from his pouch a lighter, he flicks it open, and but the lighter doesn't produce flame; it produces like a little mage light, and he's like holding it up as he's beginning to move forward. Bastion, you hear a sudden scream, and then it gets muffled, and you hear it left down the street.
Did it sound feminine or masculine?
Feminine.
There was a scream. I'm gonna go find out what happened. And Phalanx and I are gonna take off toward the scream.
All right. You all hear this.
And yeah, I'll kind of grab the little gem on my collar and, kind of let them know I'm headed west. Try to give them any details to make it easier to follow me or find me.
All right.
Zeltrin will stay with the child.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Zeltrin. Yeva will stay with the child. I've just decided that I'm playing someone else's character. Apparently, Zeltrin, you will stay with the damn child. No,
Rockan will have an ice cream cone.
Yeah, that's it. Everybody say who somebody else is doing. No, Yeva will stay. Yeva will stay with the child.
Okay.
Rocky Road.
What is everyone else doing? So Yeva's staying with the child.
I'm staying too.
I'm staying with the kid.
I'll go with Bastion.
Okay, you run with Bastion. Zeltrin, what are you doing? You stay with the kid?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like tight spaces anyway. Tight
Okay.
spaces are only even tighter around Alovia.
Sorry, meta question. Who took the drift globe? Did we give it to Rockan?
Yes.
The what? Who?
Why
The
not?
drift globe. It's a light that follows you around so you can see shit in the dark.
Mhm.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
I mean, I don't mind. Otherwise, I can control it. It's not a problem. But yeah.
Yeah, I'll yeah, you can have it.
Okay, cool. I'll use that and light the area that we're in.
Okay. So as you get down there, you begin to light up the area, and you see here it's most like it looks like a cellar, like a little bit of cellar area, but it's like it's really run down. And as he gets in, the area finally widens as he finally gets from crawling and steps out, and you see he kind of moves his arm to the right, and you hear it as you see lights begin to come on. They're like lights, like all different. Some are car lights, some are just random lanterns that all come on together. They're all strung across. And as you come down here, you see that there are a whole bunch of like they're like not like shanty tents down here. You can hear like the droplets of water from like you hear like droplets of water from maybe from up above, maybe a pipe burst and it's just been leaking, or you can't really tell. The smell in here is not funky fresh. It doesn't smell too great. And as the kid walks in, he watches he puts the bag down. Home sweet home.
This is where you live?
Yes.
It's not bad.
Thanks.
But it's almost destroyed,
Yeah.
and you don't have anywhere else to go.
How many times must I say this? We argued about this for about an hour now.
Mm.
He's not gonna get it.
He's right. It's not fair.
Life isn't fair.
No. But it's the first time that he's experiencing this.
Rokan's gonna turn around to Yeva. Why don't people help?
People are selfish, people are self-indulgent, people run out of time. How many of these kids can we help right now? How can we help them? What can we do for them? There is too many.
We have money. People have money.
Yeah, but money doesn't buy you a house unless you've got enough of it. We can't afford one house between us right now, let alone a house for all these children.
But they still need help.
They do, and the world should provide, but it doesn't anymore.
But that's not fair.
No, you're right.
And then as he says that, he's gonna start crying.
Does he cry rocks? This is a genuine question.
That's the emotional weight. No, he cries tears.
Okay, let's think about it like this. People stopped worshipping your father. No reason, no fairness, nothing.
Say that, and Ellie looks up. Son of a king or something?
It's all something.
But that's different.
He says he's a demigod or some shit like that.
Yeah, let's
What?
not to tell the kid everything, but yeah, basically he's
No wonder he's dumb. He thinks he's a demigod.
I know, right?
Yeah, let's just roll with it for now, Elliot. But no,
Okay.
let me just explain this in simple terms, okay? People stopped worshipping your father, and your father fell from power. People stopped looking out for the kids. They ended up like this. The world is turning
That's
darker.
different.
It is different, but it's the same. The world is turning darker. People are forgetting what really matters.
But these people need help.
They do.
Belchin, you hear as Java says that. At least the kid's not dumb. It's the smartest thing he said all day.
Oh,
Which kid? The kid or
I don't know
Rock
what you
hand.
mean. No,
You
shit.
don't know that. You're not there.
no? This is I just for clarity's sake.
Continue with the continue. I meant it to be the way it meant it. Continuing with the episode.
Mhm.
Rokan's gonna wipe his face. Why is my face wet?
Crying, stupid. The kid walks over. You watch as he pulls out like a can of whatever. He starts to
yeah.
eat it.
But
Rokan,
why?
because you're sad. Because it hurts. And you know what? You're right. We will do what we can for these kids. But right now, I think that starts with finding out why they're going missing.
Is that what this feeling is? It hurts.
Yeah.
It aches.
And it doesn't go away.
At this point in time, you guys begin to hear footsteps heading down the corridor you just came out of.
Expecting someone? Elliot?
At that point, we'll dash back to Bastion and Elovia.
Yeah.
You've run toward you hear that scream, and Elovia, you see Bastion charging down that way. As you charge down, you see you finally come to the alleyway where you feel like you ascertain that scream. And as you begin to round the alleyway, you see a gout of flame shoot out. As the gout of flame shoots out, you see a guy coming out, bending over, currently in flames, roiled in flames as he falls to the ground, screaming.
Oh no. Just does he seem still alive, or is he just like is he just crumpled and done?
He's roiling in flames. He's screaming his eyes. He's screaming his ass off. He's like rolling around.
What's the best thing I have to help him with?
You don't have much time.
I'm gonna run up and touch him and actually cast heroism on him.
Okay.
Because then he'll continually get temporary hit points
Okay.
that should hopefully like soak up all the fire damage that he's taking.
Okay. You'll take 3 points of fire damage as you touch him.
All right.
Okay, this is gonna sound stupid and it might kill him. It
Okay.
probably will kill him, but I don't have anything better to do. I'm going to cast Armor of Agathis on myself and wrap my arms around him and
Oh.
hope that the
Ah.
cold kind of sizzles out the fire.
Yeah. Heroism
Hmm.
also imbues him with bravery, and he can't be quite.
You put me in quite the position here, Lovia. Um,
I don't have anything better.
I know, but what
God be good, God be good.
with the nature of this, with the nature of the spell. Okay, I'm gonna roll a d20. If it's high, he lives. If it's low, he dies.
Oh shit.
That's a 12. He lives. As you wrap your arms around him, the icicles thankfully shoot the opposite direction of him. It shoots around him, but it also melts. It means the coat. As the flame begins to slightly douse, you watch as he crawls over, but he's got severe burns. And as you turn to the right, you see this woman walking down the alleyway. So, are you also with him? You saved this trash? You see her, she has like this, her hair is like this bright orange at the tips, it's flamed. And you see she has on this black lace Victorian dress, but it's slightly torn. She has mascara running. She has scars and cuts over her body and gashes. And she's walking forward. You see her hand is still coated in fire. Are you with them? Speak.
Never met him
No,
before.
but-
We just heard screams.
I don't let people burn in front of me. If there's
close-
something I could do about it.
How close are you to him?
Well, my arms were literally just wrapped around him, so I'm probably like,
You still there?
yeah.
Don't save that trash. They tried to kidnap me. And she turns around.
Oh,
you-
dude, if you had told us that.
He was the first one on fire who ran out the alleyway. As she says that, you see she turns around. You see two more people running toward her, brandishing weapons. What are you guys doing?
Hey, let's talk about this. What happened?
Okay, so, wow. So they say that the extra people seem to be hostile to her as well, or just to us, and they seem to be on her
Make an
team.
insight check.
Okay. 6.
It's a lot going on right now,
Yeah.
Bastion. You're trying to
Alright.
accurately assess the situation. She's on fire. This guy is burnt to a crisp. He's basically a fucking lobster. You got two other people that's running around the corner.
Sorry, meta pigeon here. Was the thing on the floor a child, a man?
It was a man. It was a grown ass man.
Okay.
They're getting closer. What are you guys doing?
How
What
close are they
happened?
to the flamey woman?
You gonna do what, Bastion?
How close are the two new people to the woman with the flame hair?
Oh, they're getting closer. They're 20, about to be 15 feet.
All right, I'm gonna hit them all with fairy fire. So
Okay.
just a fusillade or whatever, a little barrage of like.
Okay.
Sorry, can you go backwards a second? I DC'd. Flame barrage of something or something or something. I missed everything that just happened.
I'm casting fairy fire.
Okay. They
Right.
both fail. They
Sorry.
both
All right.
fail as they're running.
another-
It's just, it hits, and he's just oh, as they're
Yeah,
covered
another-
in the thing.
Glowing blue paint, and I'm just gonna halt.
Make an intimidation check.
All right.
How far outside
to
of our
help with
little
that.
corridor is this happening?
This is like a street, a full street away.
Okay, cool.
Oh, that was a 9. That was
We're
better
not
than I
hearing
thought.
that.
13.
13?
Yeah.
Okay. Elovia, you want to do something?
Yeah, I wanted to help him with that.
Okay, sure. So take advantage, Bastion.
All right.
As you stand up, some of the armor of Agathis is beginning to melt off of you. You just kind of like put your hand on your warhammer just to seem intimidating. What was it?
That puts it up to 21.
Nice. You watch as they skid to a stop, and they look at her, and then look at you two, and they start to back away. As they start to back away, you see her hair gets brighter red as the flames begin to whirl around her arms. Think I'll let you live with what you've done?
Happened. This
We're
is
gonna
my
need an
third time
explanation.
asking her.
She's like hard. She's not really hearing you. But since everything's kind of like slowed down, they're beginning to turn. They're about to start moving away. They tried to kidnap me last night. It was only luckily for me that I woke up in time. Does that answer your question?
How old is she?
It's hard to ascertain how old she is.
It answers it well enough. Come with us. We'll take this man in alive.
Alive? I think I want him alive.
I think the authorities might be able to question him, find his accomplices, bring more of them down.
I know where they are. And she
What's
says
her-
that. Go ahead, Lovey.
I'm sorry. What's her name?
Violet.
Do you know why this man was after you?
She walks over to the man you saved. And you see as his eyes are kind of open, but he's still shaking in pain, and she leans down. She no longer cares about being ladylike at this point. Legs spread eagle, she's just leaning down, looking toward him as her hair just boils in flames. I was going to ask them the same thing, but I assume it's because of who I am. Isn't that right? And you see her eyes glow this bright yellow. You see the guy begin to quiver. And it's like he's trying to like get away, but he's in too much pain. What are you guys doing? As now she's stretching her hand out toward him. She's going to kill this man.
I'm going to kind of go in between her and the man and be like, should we go hunt down those other two?
She looks up.
Leave him for now. He's already down.
You're
Prove
saying
to me
you're
you're
going-
right. I'll let you put him in the ground. But not just yet.
You're going to help me.
If your cause is righteous.
Okay. Sure.
Show me. Prove to me. Let's
So
find those other two.
So she begins to lead you down the alleyway.
All right, I'm going with. Yeah.
All right. What are you doing, Olivia?
Are we just gonna leave this guy here, like, before they leave? Like, this guy, as far as I know, he's a predator. Like, should we just leave him here? Like,
That's what Bastion's doing.
alright, you know what? I'm gonna take my, I have some rope on me. I'm just gonna tie him up, leave him there.
And the heroism's going to be gone now because I can't concentrate on that and Fairy Fire at the same time.
Okay. Yeah, you tie him up, and I'll just say you tie him to like a fire hydrant or something and leave him there.
I've also been meaning to ask. Based off of her description, is she a fire genasi?
She is indeed a fire genasi.
I
Yeah,
love
you-
genasis.
She is a fire genasi. And as you guys begin to walk down the alleyway, we'll flash back to you three.
All right.
As you hear the footsteps run down, you see 5 kids run in and immediately stop and say, "Oh!" And then they look around you and say, "Elliot!" And you see as Elliot runs over to them and they begin to swarm around him and they begin to talk. They took Diana.
Sorry, they took who?
Shit. Diana, that's the name you heard. Who did? You see that the younger kid, he's got like, you see he's been running for a while. He's got snot in his nose. You can tell he's been crying, a little dirty, a little worse for wear. I don't know. He just, we ran after the car accident and we ran down the alleyway. It was a car waiting, and it was dressed all in black. At least I think it was a he. I'm not sure. And we tried to run past, and they grabbed Diana, jumped in the car, and sped off. He looks at. Did you see anything else? Any details? And I don't know. I was scared.
Hey, wait. Calm down. Here, now go in my bag and reach out for some rations. You're probably hungry.
I'll hand each of them a good berry as well.
Okay, they don't even ask who you are, but they say that they immediately figure that if you're in here, you're cool. So they start to they all start to eat and calm down a little bit. I don't know, the car. It was a 4-door. It had silver accents. The side view mirror, it hit it. It knocked it off when it drove off. Elliot sits there and okay. Well, by where? Carson Street. Okay. You see Elliot drops his can, literally picks up the bag and starts to head out.
They'll be fine here, right?
Say that one more time.
To Elliot, they'll be fine here, right?
Yeah, they'll be fine here. No one knows we're here.
All right, cool. Come on, let's go.
Let's go.
All right. So, yes, I love
Sorry, do we all have like the sending?
Yeah,
What was it?
you guys have the message earrings. You guys have the message.
Okay, I would like to let the party know what's going on at some point. It doesn't need to be now.
Yeah. Fine.
Sorry, I was just.
This is quite interesting, ladies and gentlemen. As you guys are running, following this fire genasi, as you now know, her name is Violet. You follow her down some alleyways, and you see, as she walks, her body is like not contorting, but you see as she's walking, she's like tearing off a little bit of the dress that she had on. You can only see like she has like the corset at the top, and she kind of loosens up and she begins to walk. As you see like these tattoos that are scrawled over her arm, and her hair is like this bright fiery red. And as she walks, she's led you down some winding alleyways, and she puts her hand on the corner and then leans over. She just motions. Look.
I'll peek around the corner.
As you peek around the corner, you see this 3-story apartment building that's been it's slightly decrepit, but as you look, you can see that there are people inside, walking back and forth in the windows. You can tell you've seen this motion before. They're looking out. And you see the other two, they're still covered in that fairy fire. They walk up to the door. Let us in. Yeah, we lost the girl. And you hear another yell. It's like, how the fuck did you lose her? Ashton's not going to be happy. Well, just let us in, all right? They open the door. They both go in. And we'll leave you there. We switch back to the other party.
At this point, have we now received a message from Labby?
You did receive the message from the lobby.
I'll message back and just say, are you guys going to be alright? It's just 2 of you. We've got a kid to track down.
Maybe.
The woman we saved seems capable. I think we'll be okay.
Best of luck. We're headed to Carson Street. I can't tell you where that is, but we're tracking a car whose wing mirror is missing. If you see anything, black car, silver accents, 4 doors.
Affirmative.
Actually, Would we know what street we're currently on?
In the Lohang, most of the streets are actually the signs have been taken down. This place in the Lohang itself is like a black zone on its own.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we'll follow Elliot.
I'm gonna follow Elliot. As you guys are running, Elliot kind of slows down and stands next to Rakan for a bit as he's walking. And he looks toward Rakan and looks up at him and just, I'm sorry.
About what?
Said some pretty mean things and I shouldn't have said that.
Okay, the words. People get upset over words.
Yeah, people get. Okay, I guess. Why am I surprised? Okay, yeah, people get upset over words, and what I was saying was pretty mean. Okay, and you guys are cool.
And why'd you say them?
Because you were pissing me off.
What was I doing?
You were asking stupid things.
I don't know that they're stupid things to ask.
But I don't know that you don't know.
So you just made the guess?
Well, after Pointy Ears here told me, and then Horny back there told me, yeah.
Please tell me you didn't just call him horny.
Yeah, please don't ever do that again. I'm not
Yeah.
there, but like.
Why? What's the problem? He's horny.
Yeah, he might be, but that isn't his name. That's Zeltrin. I'm Yeva. He's Rokan. Don't ask for his name personally.
You
You
know
don't hear
your
it.
ears are pointy too, right?
Hey. Shut up. As he keeps going, Zeltrin,
20 is
Well-
a good thing.
while all of them are talking, you feel that pull again.
Who's he gonna steal?
And
What
it's you without realizing your hand begins to move forward. As your hand moves forward, you see the world slightly bend. As it begins to contort. And as it bends, you instinctively grab, and as you grab, you pull this book out from this pocket. You see it says Quivering Twilight in front of it.
That was in my bag, not my pocket, but okay.
No. When I say pocket, I meant out of a dimensional pocket. You see it says Quivering Twilight.
Oh.
As you begin to look at it, you see it flips open on its own. I think it's a flip to the pages, but they're all blank. Then as you look, it begins to write. Hey kid, what's up?
This is just
I-
like Olovia in her journal.
I go reach in to see if I could grab a pen out and start writing in. This is your new way of talking to me?
Right back. She begins to write. Yeah. Makes it easier for us to communicate. Keep this book on you. Well, I guess I might as well tell you. I used to go by many names, but my favorite is Mask. And you and me are gonna rule this world. You down for that?
I'm interested to see what you come up with. Hell yeah, I'll take the world.
Good. Keep this book to yourself. And on that note, we will end
All right.
episode 4 of Cassiopeia.
No! No end!
Wait, just clarification. That's not my copy, right? That's just a different book altogether.
We'll find out next episode.
Yeah.
Alright, we need to start upping these to 5 hours instead of 3. Sorry. I can't stop
I'm
there.
in.
That's not, yeah. I mean, let's face it, every single one of us could go at least another half. Well, actually, no, you have work in the morning.
Well, me? I don't care about work, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, we need to start upping these to 4 hours at least. Well, I mean, I'm just... Magical.
Oh.
Zeltrin's gone to find the book. No, like.
So I'm just going to find a book. I guess we'll go to MVPs. James?
All right. I'm going to talk for about 10 minutes, so look forward to this. Let's start from the beginning. Okay. First of all, the Leonin Librarian is awesome. Love him. He's really
Thanks.
cool. The old world page, brilliantly done. I liked the fact that Yeva can work out something of it, but not all of it. Alovia's fucking journal, just whoa, that's really super cool and really interesting to me as a player and as a character. The voice in Zeltrin's head, the menu at the Elegant Bowl, and the whole wall thing. I mean, like, I don't think you realize that I'm attached enough to Yeva now that the Summer Day Garden actually was emotional for me playing Yeva. I mean, I'm so attached to Yeva, it's untrue. And I'm becoming growingly more attached to my companions as well.
You should.
Yeah, like there's
Makes it all the better when they die.
There's different bonds with all of them, but
We're gonna be so
it's,
sad.
yeah, there's some really sweet things going on. Right, let's keep going on. I could have spent 40 hours in Midtown Library, so it's pretty cool. I really like the idea of the street being a shop, like the way you've given it to us as a shop. It's actually like a street of different stalls. That's really funky, really cool. Zeltrin hiding in plain sight was a wonderful moment with his 4 survival check. Alovia taking the blame, then realizing she completely couldn't cast anything that resembled that spell was wonderful. That was brilliant. I loved that. Rokan deciding that he didn't give a fuck about the authorities and running off with the kid, brilliant. And then like this sort of the ghetto feel and like Rokan's response to the poverty and the homelessness. It's making it feels so real, like real life. Ow, you know. And he's just asking questions that just make perfect fucking sense. Why are these children not being helped? You know, I mean, it makes sense, and you could ask it every day. And
Well, if he doesn't send the godhood, I guess he's going into politics.
yeah, I mean, yeah, but it's just like you're even sitting there questioning it in real life. You know, why aren't they being helped? You know, it's So I mean, I think my final MVP. Although saying that, actually, let me just duck by 2 more things. The character Elliot is really cool. I have no idea why he can cast Firebolt and Goodberry, but he's really cool. Love that dude. Would love to know what's going on there. I love the mystery of the Fire Genasi as well. But my MVP today goes to Rokan. Just such a plaintive, simple way of playing it that really pulls on the heartstrings. We'll find out what happened to Slicer soon. I'm sorry, I've spoken way too long there. But yeah, I mean, it was just the whole episode was magical. Also, just I mean, I said this in the break, but I'll say this out loud as well. Kira's world draws me in so much that I just want to explore every inch and nook and cranny, and that is why we decided to visit 10 different shops and talk to everyone, because frankly, I just want to see you play more characters, and I want to be in more of your world, you know. It's incredible.
Oh, nice. Thanks.
I promise.
Joshy.
I just want to say for the record that if that is my book, I'm hoping I'd be able to feel the weight difference from my bag. So if it is my copy, Rokan's going to be panicking the fuck out. Next episode, he's going to be, and yeah, he's going to have issues. But I think I'll give it to, I think as the episodes have gone on, we've found out more about everyone apart from Zeltrin. So today, to find out more about his character and stuff was really interesting. I'm very worried that this mask person is really the doll maker, so that kind of scares me a little bit. But yeah, I think that seeing more of his character.
Nice. Sylvia.
First of all, I want to apologize. I feel like I didn't play very well today. It just felt like one of those days.
I didn't feel like that from our perspective.
Yeah, it didn't feel like that to me. I
We
thought
totally
you were
missed
great.
that. I mean, I think there was a couple of moments where I actually mentioned it, your commitment to character is wonderful, where, you know, as a player you're going, I shouldn't do this. And as a character, you're going, this is what I'm going to do. And that's wonderful. The bit where you pulled the journal out, the bit where you handed it to Yeva, the part where you've tried to free somebody who had fire wounds despite knowing you'd probably killed them. It was, yeah, wonderful. Don't knock yourself, Lavi.
Yeah, you did fine.
No, you were great.
Yeah, thank you. But I don't know. I actually do appreciate learning more about Zoltran. I kind of like. I mean, I feel like you guys already know by me questioning Ava and Roxanne about their backstories. I've been kind of meaning to do it for Zeltram, but I, never got around to it because, it takes a bit. But yeah, I do appreciate being able to learn more about him. I'm terrified that he's going to be like the BBEG.
Well, no, I think we're
That's
also
a thought.
drawing him into a world where where he really cares, right? Which has been wonderful to see develop, and it's a real shame that Slice seems to have disconnected and we can't actually hear his thoughts on this, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
It does make me realize that Elovia is similar to like a lot of characters in like very weird ways. Which is nice because to me, like having things, having the same experiences kind of lets people, share empathy, I guess, with each other, which lets us grow, or at least our characters grow as a party. So, yeah, oh no, I do. Yeah, I think I really appreciate Zeltran being more of a prominent character in this episode.
Yeah, because I was not gonna let him fade to the background.
Good man.
Bastion.
All right, I'm gonna be quicker. My honorable mention is Quivering Twilight. I literally want there to be only one, and it's just hundreds of people have possessed it, and lost it inexplicably, and that there's only actually one of them that ever existed. That would be my favorite.
That's a
But
weird thought.
my actual MVP is gonna be Violet.
Oh, you like Violet?
Yeah, she. A bunch of guys were trying to victimize this woman, and she's like, I'm going to set y'all on fire.
Yeah, I can roll with
Just
that.
immediate street justice. I am going to melt the skin off your bones.
I know,
Yeah.
I was like, I really wanted to let the guy die because I don't want bad people running around as a player. But like, as a character, Elovia, I don't think she would want him to die. So it was very conflicting for me to decide on what to do.
As a player,
Well,
I was
that's
very
what I wanted to
glad
figure
Yeva
out, like,
wasn't
are these-
present.
If they were just criminals fighting each other, like, maybe we shouldn't take sides in this. But then it was like, nope, she's in the right. Fuck this guy.
If Yeva was there,
How
would have
can we
healed
help
the guy.
you?
He would have healed the guy
Yeah.
and protected him, and that would have been
Mhm.
very difficult to play as a player when I completely didn't agree with it. So I was
Yeah.
really glad I wasn't there. I was like, yeah, cool. Leave me where I am. Tie the guy to a tree. That's fantastic.
It's like, God damn it, I shouldn't have wasted that spell slot. Now we're gonna lay siege to a mob-controlled
that reminds me, actually.
apartment tenement.
Kira, at some point with that gun, do we just cast a spell at it?
Yeah, you so it comes with bullets, and you take the bullet and you just focus on the bullet. It's like a ring of spell storing with the bullet, but it's the bullet.
Perfect. Mhm.
You just focus on it. It takes an hour, and you just
At the end of a night, I'm going to need to cast a lot of Cure Wounds and hand it to somebody who can wield a pistol. Probably not Zeltran. Yeah, because he's going to shoot at an enemy because that's inevitable. Who were your MVPs, Kara?
Oh man.
What?
I will tell you. Well, you guys are also always my MVPs.
Mhm.
I always feel sad when I have to when it's the end of this.
Me too.
But my MVP has to be that Zeltran felt that check earlier.
Yeah, that really took us into a new world. And I love the way he then succeeded immediately on finding his companions. That was just inevitable. The dice were cruel today.
They were cruel.
Oh, they were.
Rockham couldn't pick up a child.
Oh,
I know.
I had like 2 rolls above 10.
I mean, yeah, unfortunately I'm in a boat where, you gave me +2 to stats, which basically lines a bunch of 20s on my screen. I'm at 15, 18, no, that's the wrong character sheet. I'm at 17, 20, 19, 20, 20. Like, it's disgusting. So I can't really roll badly because a 1 is often an 11. So I was in a decent boat for rolls, but I could feel everybody else's pain. Holy shit.
Yeah, the dice were cruel today, real time, and I guess it was just meant to
It's
be.
nice, though.
But
It
that
makes the
happened.
grit, right?
Oh
It
yeah,
makes the grit.
because
Hey, we're only third
Holy
level. We should
shit,
know we
guys.
succeeded everything.
And on a side note, Kira, we are going to open an orphanage. And it's probably going to be in Viviana's house, and she is going to be okay with it.
That's fine. That's fine.
Good. It's going to become the detective agency of mysterious, magically talented children that kill shit.
I actually really like that because it falls within Yeva's character. It falls within Rockin's character. It falls in within Elovia's character.
Yeah, it definitely falls with Zeltrin's character, having come from that sort of background.
Yeah.
And I think Bastion is all for the good cause, so yeah.
I think he's here for the
he'll stick
ride.
around, yeah.
That's mission 1, open an orphanage.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm loving it. I don't know why we didn't level up. Bastard. No, I'm kidding. We haven't finished this.
Hey, it's
part
middle of the
yet.
night, yeah.
Yeah. Is it the middle of the night at this point?
It's getting. I usually say fuck the time of the day. It's getting close though. It's not middle of the night. It is.
Sun's going down.
It's dusk. Yes, 8ish.
Okay.
It's dusk.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Ooh,
I have to wait a
boys.
whole week.
Guys,
Are we gonna raid this
Awesome.
place, or are we just gonna call the cops, or what are we gonna do?
What are
Speaking
you? What
of-
are you going to do?
Yeah,
Speaking
can we
of
talk
raiding-
about that?
What?
Yeah, we will do, but in a moment. Speaking of raiding, we are going to end there. Sadly, we will be back same time next week. That is 8 p.m. EST. Possibly a little bit earlier, but I'll announce it if we are. We are going to be raiding. If you don't know who Salty Techford is, you should do. I know Lavi does. So come send some love. And he's currently playing Valorant. He spends the majority of his Valorant streams on the floor, so please feel free to make fun of him. And yeah, Salty played in our one-shot on Friday. If you missed Lavi's one-shot on Friday, it will be on YouTube, but as it's me who's uploading it, it'll take a little bit of time. I'm getting there. It was flipping wonderful. It was more akin to Kira's DMing than mine. There was a lot of atmosphere. It was a vivid world, and we had a hell of a lot of fun. We also had some incredibly cool characters. So if you want to watch us unleash the World Wrestling Federation,
Oh yeah!
a pyromaniac, a grumpy dwarf, and various others onto the world of a slightly oriental princess's birthday. Then it will be up soon. If you want to catch previous episodes, please check out the D&D channel, and thank you very much for watching. If you guys would like to say goodbye, we'll leave it there.
Bye.